basketball. On 95.3 The Peak. Welcome to the Carbon Dyno pregame show on KRPX 95.3 The Peak. Brought to you by Landon's Diesel Service. Leave your truck in the hands of those who know diesel engines. Landon's Diesel Service at 540 South 300 West in Price. And now for tonight's play-by-play, let's join Sonny Buscarini.
Welcome to Carbon Dyno Basketball here on 95.3 The Peak. This is where the Dynos play, the place to be for Carbon Dyno Sports here at 95.3 FM. Hello again, everybody. I'm Sonny Buscarini, and joined in the Sutherland's broadcast booth once again, Aiden Mortensen. Aiden, football through, now it's time for some basketball. The first game of the season. The Carbon Dynos playing Union on the road, and we're off and running.
Yeah, we are. It's an exciting day to be here, Sonny. I mean, right out of football and into basketball. I love the low delay between these two sports because that means we get to travel with this team yet again. Always exciting to see them and exciting to see how this new era is going to go for the Carbon Dynos. I mean, we saw one in football with Coach Rushton. Now we get a brand new era of Carbon High Dyno basketball with head coach Taylor Brower, his first year here with the program.
So few changes here at Carbon High School for the boys basketball team, but we expect to have a great season. I'm looking forward to it. And start off, playing a tough team up here at Union.
Yeah, Union predicted to finish fourth in their region, but they're a real sleeper team in my opinion, Sonny, within Region 13. I mean, it all starts in the backcourt for the Cougars. You look at Wake Olson last season, Sonny, 16.5 points per game, nearly 6 rebounds and a steal on top of that. And on top of all that, he had an accolade as being a member of the third-team All-State. And his fellow guard in that court, Brady Bell, 10 points per game as a junior to go along with nearly 2 steals. So really a 1-2 combo that the Downs are going to have to be on the lookout for here tonight.
So the Carbon Dynos tonight, they're starting 3 seniors, 2 juniors on this basketball team. So this is a team that has some experience with the seniors and the juniors.
That it is, and I mean, you're looking at this roster, Sonny, and you have a few veterans in there, a few seniors, a few juniors, but for the most part, you're seeing a lot of younger guys stepping up big time for the Dynos this season.
It's going to be a fun season getting underway tonight. Here on the road, we're at Union High School once again. Welcome to the Landon's Diesel Service pregame show. Sonny Buscarini and Aiden Mortensen bringing you the play-by-play tonight here from Union High School, kicking off the 2024-25 Carbon Dyno basketball season. It's going to be a great pregame show. Talk about it.
We got a lot coming up for you here on KRPX 95.3 The Peak. We're going to kick it back to our friend Jordan in the studio, and he's going to give you an update from head coach Taylor Brower. He conducted that interview earlier today. Lots of excitement around this season, and then we'll bring it back here, Sonny, have some starting lineups, have some closing stats for you, and then we'll be right into Carbon Dyno basketball action.
Landon's Diesel Service pregame show here on 95.3 The Peak. This is where the Dynos play. This is the place you need to be for Carbon Dyno Sports.
At Landon's Diesel, they understand the heartbeat of your diesel truck. Whether it's the rig that powers your livelihood or the everyday vehicle that drives your life, the trained technicians at Landon's Diesel are here to keep you rolling. Plus, the 24-hour towing service support's just a call away, anytime, day or night. Drive into Landon's Diesel for expert care tailored to you and your truck. Because when your diesel needs expertise, Landon's Diesel is always here.
Transform your space with Spectrum Paint, featuring PPG paint, the ideal choice for any home project. Imagine a kaleidoscope of colors at your fingertips, from soothing pastels to vibrant primaries. Whether revamping a room or adding character to your exteriors, Spectrum Paint makes every brush stroke count. Dive into a spectrum where quality meets creativity and paint your world with us. Visit Spectrum Paint to find the perfect shade for your home today.
Mommy, I don't feel good.
Caring for each and every customer and their needs is the foundation of what Smart Health Pharmacy is all about. So when I need a prescription or advice, I can depend on the pharmacist at Smart Health.
Looking for a new pharmacy? It's never been easier to transfer your prescriptions to Smart Health. Call 687-5050 or go to smart-healthrx.com. Download their app today with convenient drive-through at 221 North Main Street, Huntington.
It's your health. Be smart about it.
At San Rafael Health, they believe everyone deserves compassionate and dedicated care. Whether you're looking for a place for mom, dad, or any loved one, the doors are open. San Rafael Health accepts private pay, Medicaid, Medicare, and commercial insurance, ensuring quality health care is accessible for all. Let the family at San Rafael Health take care of your family. Call today at 384-2301 and let San Rafael Health provide the care your loved ones deserve.
You've been accused of doing something illegal. Now it's time for a strong defense in the game of legal matters. Let Oliver Law tackle your case. Robert Oliver believes in innocent until proven guilty. Oliver Law brings you a strong defense for the best possible outcome for your criminal case. And when it's time to go on offense, Robert Oliver has the game plan to tackle your legal troubles. Call 435-637-6060 or go to robertoliverlegal.com to request a free consultation. Robert Oliver, passionate about defending the underdog.
Brace yourself for the holiday season, where kids are prone to exceed their daily sugar intake by a whopping 544%. Nip those dental issues in the bud with Price Pediatric Dental. Our experts, Dr. Bott, Dr. Lund, and Dr. Markham, excel in pediatric dentistry. They can identify potential problems promptly. At Price Pediatric Dental, they adore children, and with a continuous practice, they've mastered delivering dental care that's gentle yet effective. Call 637-9590 and schedule your child's appointment today at Price Pediatric Dental.
You've been accused of doing something illegal. Now it's time for a strong defense in the game of legal matters. Let Oliver Law tackle your case. Robert Oliver believes in innocent until proven guilty. Oliver Law brings you a strong defense for the best possible outcome for your criminal case. And when it's time to go on offense, Robert Oliver has the game plan to tackle your legal troubles. Call 435-637-6060 or go to robertoliverlegal.com to request a free consultation. Robert Oliver, passionate about defending the underdog. At Landon's Diesel, they understand the heartbeat of your diesel truck. Whether it's the rig that powers your livelihood or the everyday vehicle that drives your life, the trained technicians at Landon's Diesel are here to keep you rolling. Plus, with 24-hour towing service, support's just a call away, anytime, day or night. Drive into Landon's Diesel for expert care tailored to you and your truck, because when your diesel needs expertise, Landon's Diesel is always here.
Carbon Dino basketball continues on 95.3 The Peak.
Welcome back into the Landon's Diesel Service pregame show. It's here on KRPX 95.3 The Peak, where the Dinos play. I'm Jordan Buscarini, and we'll get you back out to Roosevelt at Union High School, where Sonny Buscarini and Aiden Mortensen are standing by to bring you tonight's season opener. It's a new era for the Carbon Dino boys basketball team, as they are now under the direction of first-year head coach Taylor Brower. There's plenty of moving pieces with this Carbon squad, a lot of new faces, and I had an opportunity earlier today to catch up with Coach Brower on KOAL's Drive Time Sports. We talked about getting the season off and rolling, traveling on the road to Union, Friday's matchup against South Summit, and the identity of his first team now that he is head coach of the program. Coach, it's great to get you back in, and it's go time, so I appreciate you making time.
Yeah, we have a game tonight. Hopefully, I don't know, we'll see how it goes.
Yeah.
I was just talking with Jordan here, like, I would like another week, but I don't have it. So the kids have been progressing really well. They've been playing really hard, and we'll see what happens. I mean, I've coached multiple sports over the years, and the first game is always the hardest because you just don't know what you're going to get. There's no film. There's nothing. There's no scouting report. You have to base everything off of last year, and that could have changed. And with Union, Condi was there at the very beginning of the year, so as you watch throughout the year and after he left, I don't know if how they played at the end of the year is a residual factor of Condi or if it's just the nature of the kids. So I don't know. We'll see when we get there, I guess.
Yeah, it's one of those seasons where, fortunately, it's long, right? I mean, you have
I think it's the longest one out of all sports.
Yeah, it is. So you have that going for you, but man, it pops up immediately after fall sports.
Yeah, I can't even imagine the schools that played in the state championship last week, and now they have like 2 days of practice. They have to get their kids up ready to go. Like Richfield and like Morgan, like you play tomorrow, like today. Like how did you do that? So I'm glad at least I had an extra week more than they did. But yeah, you go. I mean, tryouts were last Monday, and I had a week to put everything in, and luckily I had a summer. But yeah, it's been go since Monday.
Yeah, we've talked a couple of times during the summer. I mean, now that you had those few months, and now you can kind of go back and reflect on things. I mean, how productive was it for you as a head coach, a first-time head coach?
It was super productive because I actually got to know the kids and what they could actually do. If I'd have been hired like September and not had a summer, like I don't even know what I would do. There's kids that I know exactly what they're going to give me because of how they played in the summer, and that's kind of really nice because now I can just kind of fine-tune what I need them to do. So it's been super productive. We've had a lot of open gyms too. We had a lot of open gyms. So it's been very nice to be able to actually see them and actually get to know them. And yeah, it's been super productive, I would say.
I'm pretty excited to watch your style of basketball. You and I were talking a little bit about it off of the cuff, and I don't know how much you actually want to get into it. But, Coach, nonetheless, you're bringing an entertaining style of basketball.
Yeah, so for years there's always been the mindset of you have to run sets, you have to run offenses, you have to run this specific way. And I've always been a firm believer in just playing the game the way that it's supposed to be played. And so I've been able to talk to coaches and read some books and kind of change my mindset of how I was going to start. And I just want the kids to play because I feel like if kids can just play the game, then advantages will open up and open shots will open and they'll hit the open ones and they'll be more efficient at scoring. And if you're more efficient at scoring than the other team, then you're in a good chance to win, and most of the time you will win. So I'm excited. The kids, and one of the things we learned in our summer was that our identity needs to be turning the ball over and getting fast break points. And so I'm really super excited to see how that turns out once the kids get in shape and they can make good decisions in transition. So I'm super excited.
I think defense creating offense, specifically early on in the season, can really benefit a lot of teams, right? Because everyone's going to be sloppy. Everybody's in the same boat.
Sure.
Yeah,
people are going to be sloppy, and these first couple games are going to be ugly. But the one thing that you can definitely control is your defense. That's something that never should change. And so if you can create turnovers on defense, it's going to help the program it's going to help the team forever, it's going to be something that they can lay their hat on and be like, yeah, look, we can create turnovers on defense and we can get easy buckets. So let's just keep doing it.
So not really sets offensively. What are we looking at on the defensive end of the floor?
So it's a man-to-man. I played it when I was in high school. I had the opportunity to work with Ray Jones. Shout out to Ray about some tweaks that he made, and so it's just going to be in your face, man-to-man defense, helping, switching, those kinds of things, and it's going to be high energy. But we're going to lay our hat on our defense. If we can be really good at our defense, one of the things that me and Ray joked about is if we play the defense correctly, it actually kind of looks like a zone, but it's not. And we used to laugh because we used to play teams and the other coach would be like, it's a zone, and we'd like under our breath be like, oh, no, it's not, it's a man, like go ahead, play a zone offense, it's not going to work, so hopefully we can work hard and do what we need to do on defense. It definitely comes down to trust, though. The kids have to trust that they'll receive the help when they need to receive it. So, but they've been picking it up. They've been rotating really well in practice, so we'll see how it turns out tonight.
I remember talking to Ray when the shot clock was put in, and his exact words were, Taylor and I looked at each other and said, all right, let's go.
Kids only have to play defense for 35 seconds now. Yeah. Like back when I played, back in the early 2000s, and we were playing this defense, you'd have to play defense for like a minute, a minute and a half. And teams would just run the ball, and now 30 seconds, right? Because bring the ball down the way. 30 seconds. You got to play defense for 30 seconds. That's it. So just work as hard as you can. Yeah, Ray, we were super excited when the shot clock came in because we were like, now our kids don't have to play for a minute and a half,
Coach, if we look at the roster itself, I know that especially early on, teams are always going to have some kids that are maybe out dealing with some nagging injuries from other sports. But, ideally, how deep do you want to run at the varsity level this year?
Right now, so in the summer, we actually ran 10 deep. I'd substitute 5 in and 5 out. This year, I honestly believe that we could run a 10 deep program. We've got 5 seniors, we've got 8 juniors, and we've got a couple sophomores, at least 3 sophomores that I feel like could play at the varsity level. So I mean, because of our transition and the way we want to transition our game, like and run, like we're gonna have to have a lot of subs. So, and everyone's good at it. So, and that's the nice part. Like I don't feel like my first 5 is worse than my second 5. So if I need to rotate 5 guys in and 5 guys out, I will. I mean, I'm gonna pull a man-tie and just try and rotate 15 guys if I could. But yeah, rotate 5 guys in and 5 guys out. If I feel like that's something that you can get away with, why not do it?
Yeah. Yeah, we've seen it work, right, for years. Yeah, we've seen it work. Yeah, you mentioned Manti. I mean, Coach Shakespeare's he's the king of that. They run 12 deep.
Well, and, I've developed a really good relationship with him over the years, and he told me that it all starts, like, in the middle school level and the freshman level. He focuses a lot on them because he wants them to get his style of basketball down that age so that when they get to him, he doesn't have to change anything. He can just kind of tweak it and adjust it to what the needs are of the team are that year. That's why he's so deep, because these freshmen and these sophomores and even juniors that he's playing at the varsity level, it's all the same offense, it's all the same defense. So there's no adjustment that needs to be made at those levels. And because they all play the same way, then there's really not very much lag between that. So it's been really nice to talk to him about that too.
Obviously, team camaraderie plays a huge factor in that, right?
Oh, for sure.
So have you been able to really develop that in the short months that you've been the head coach?
Yeah, one of the things that one of my principles that I coach by is have fun. And so every day in practice we play a fun game. And the girls are actually kind of jealous because, like, the other day we played ultimate frisbee with a basketball in the gym, and the whole objective of that was to teach the kids how to space and how to create space and that kind of stuff. But kids are having fun. Like, and we played like a 2-ball tag game the other day. We played dribble tag. We have the ball, you have to try and get them out and poking the ball out. So that's been able to help with the camaraderie and the culture and the family-oriented way that I want to run this program. And it's been kind of nice because if kids have fun and realize, like, look, this can be a fun place, then they're more apt to, like, be more themselves. So
if we look at the basis of the season, I haven't had a chance to talk to you about this. You guys have such a deep region. There's so many teams in this region, right?
Our region is so hard.
It's because there's so many teams, it starts so early compared to other regions. I mean, the first region game is 3 weeks out.
Yeah. I mean, I'm glad that we're in the region that we're in because it is tough, which means that when we do go to state, like, we won't be playing as hard of teams, I feel. But it's also kind of a disadvantage because, like, we start regions so early where you have teams like Judge Memorial or in that other region that has, like, I think there's, like, a region that has, like, 5 teams. Like, they get to play extra preseason games and they get to develop more and play harder teams, let's say. And so, yeah, I like the region that we're in because it's tough. But, yeah, we start so early and it's so hard because that means they start counting, and it starts early for us for sure.
I know that there's all these media polls. People want to make their predictions as far as the region is concerned. I never take too much into that because we see you got to play the game, right?
Yeah.
That's what it all boils down to. When you look at this competitive region, where do you guys fit in?
It was interesting. Like, they sent out a poll, a month ago to ask us to vote for who we think. And I think we sit somewhere in the middle, honestly. Like, I've told the kids, if we can protect our home court, if we can protect just our home court, we'll be fine. Because, traveling to Cannon View and to Richfield and to Juab and Manti, those are hard places to play.
Yep.
And even Emory, Emory's a hard place to play. So if we can just protect our home court and win our home court, we will be just fine. And I think we sit somewhere in the middle. I'm hoping 4 or 5. That's what I'm hoping for. But I honestly believe, like, our kids, like, we have a really super athletic group of kids right now, and if they play, we have a little bit of everything. We have drivers, we have shooters, we have size. So if they play the way that I know that they can, I see us beating Manti, I see us beating Richfield, at their place. But they've got to believe. They have to believe that they can do that. I think they can do it, but they have to believe.
Yeah, the key is always protect home court. Still a couple of games on the road,
Yeah.
You're right there. You're in the fight at the end.
Yeah, well, and that's the kids have been asking me today, well, how do you think we're going to play? I says, it's not really up to me. I've given them the X's and the O's and the principles to win. I said, but it's up to them. Once they step on the court, us as coaches kind of aren't really, like, important, I feel, because, like, the kids on the court are the ones that are making the decisions. Yeah, I can call out plays and I can say, hey, run this or do this, but if they don't execute, if they don't do what they're supposed to be and what they're supposed to be good at, then they're not going to win. And so it's up to the kids at this point. And the kids parents are like, are you stressing? And I'm like, not really, because it's up to the kids now. Like I said, it's up to the kids whether they want to win or not.
When you're on the road and it's season opener, there's going to be mistakes.
Oh, for sure.
There's going to be mistakes, right? So do you let the kids play through that? Do you utilize your timeout? How do you play that as a head coach?
One of the things I've tried to, in these practices that we've had, one of the things I've tried to do is tell kids, look, it's okay to make mistakes. That's how we learn as a human being, right? Making mistakes and learning from those mistakes. I think there's this fear from kids that if they make a mistake, the coach is going to pull them out. I shot a bad 3, he's going to pull me out. And I'm not going to do that. I'm going to let them work through the problem. That's one thing that Ray did really well, was he let kids just work through their problems and figure it out. And so timeouts wise, there's some games where I'll use them quick, and there's some games I might have 5 at the end of the game. I'll call timeouts if team's going on a run. I'll try to stop it at timeouts. I'll call timeouts when I need to get a shot off or if there's a specific situation. But I let kids just play, because the best way for them to learn is just to play. And right now it's all great, grand, and wonderful, but the only time that kids need to actually be playing at their highest is at the end. That's the only thing that matters. And I've witnessed multiple programs, and I've been a part of programs that if they play the best at the end, that's who's going to win, hands down. It doesn't matter if they have the best record in the league. It doesn't matter if they go undefeated. If there's a team that's playing better basketball than them at the end, they're the one that's going to win. And that's why I keep telling kids, look, we're going to struggle. We're going to have some bad games. But as long as we're playing the best at the end of the year, that's the only thing that matters. So, and that's my firm belief in that.
We'll end with this week of play for you. Everybody wants to win. I know that's the simple answer here, but what's the main takeaway you want to get through this first week?
Compete. Just be there. And that's one thing I've told the kids this week. Just be there. We play Union, which I feel like we can beat Union. But going over there and playing them hard. And then we have the #1 team in the state in South Summit coming on Friday. And with them, they lost a lot of seniors. They still have the Wilson Hume kid that was their leading scorer last year, and he's tough. He's a flippin' athlete. But just compete. Just be there. And one of the things I don't want them to do is quit. A lot of these coaches and stuff in the past have been like, our kids have never quit. It's not true. Kids quit, and it's not everyone that quits. It's 3 or 4 people that just are like, this is dumb, we're going to lose. And that is the team. And there's always been kids, though, that keep fighting. All I need is 5 guys to keep fighting. That's it. If they want to come off the court and be down about it, great. But once they step on the court, they've got to be in the fight. And that's the one thing I want them to compete. I want them to compete. That's the only thing I want them from. As long as we're there at the end, I know that I can get them over the hump, but they just got to be there. Be there at the end.
Well, Coach, it's exciting when a new era gets off and rolling. As you mentioned, 2 pretty tough games to get going, one on the road, one at home, but it's Union and South Summit, 2 traditionally pretty good programs, and I can't wait to see what you guys bring to the table, and I look forward to talking with you again real soon. Thank you for taking out the time on game day. I know it's always busy.
I'd rather be here than sitting in my classroom worrying about tonight, let's be honest.
Thanks a lot, Coach. Good luck.
Thanks, Jordan.
Again, that's Carbon High School boys basketball coach Taylor Brower talking about tonight's contest. It's Carbon on the road taking on the Union Cougars. Season opener on the boys basketball court is right around the corner. We'll send you back out to Union High School as Sonny Buscarini and Aiden Mortensen are standing by right here on the Landon's Diesel Service pregame show. KRPX 95.3 The Peak, where the Dinos play.
At Landon's Diesel, they understand the heartbeat of your diesel truck. Whether it's the rig that powers your livelihood or the everyday vehicle that drives your life, the trained technicians at Landon's Diesel are here to keep you rolling. Plus, with 24-hour towing service, support's just a call away, anytime, day or night. Drive into Landon's Diesel for expert care tailored to you and your truck, because when your diesel needs expertise, Landon's Diesel is always here.
Discover the difference experience makes at Mr. Automotive in Huntington. With over 30 years dedicated to matching the perfect vehicle with the right person in Castle Country, we know a thing or two about cars and about saving you money. Thanks to our low overhead, we're able to pass incredible savings directly on to you. Drive away happy with a deal as reliable as our service. Visit Mr. Automotive today. where experience means savings and you meet your new car.
Step into the holiday season with style and ease, thanks to Magnuson Lumber. Whether you're doing home improvements, tackling that plumbing update, or giving your walls a fresh coat of paint, Magnuson Lumber in Castle Dale has the tools and supplies you need to make your space sparkle just in time for the holidays. Visit Magnuson Lumber for quality materials, expert advice, and the friendly service you trust to bring your holiday home dreams to life. Make your home the highlight of the holiday with help from Magnuson Lumber.
J&D Automotive in Castle Dale and River Auto in Green River has been your trusted neighbors for 40 years, offering expert automotive parts and service right in the heart of Emery County. Thanks to a great partnership with Napa, you get dependable parts and a team that knows your car inside out. Whether you're in for a routine checkup or need of a major repair, J&D Automotive is close to home and ready to help. Visit J&D Automotive today and experience the difference of local care with big brand quality.
It's time you started working close to home. GMS Mine Repair and Maintenance is looking for experienced miners, mechanics, electricians, and surveyors to fill local jobs. Stop traveling every week and let GMS Mine Repair and Maintenance find you a job closer to home and your family. No more leaving your family every week traveling to a work site. There are good paying jobs right here close to home, and GMS Mine Repair and Maintenance can help you get started today. Email your resume to kbarker@gmsminerepair.com. Your new job close to home is waiting for you.
It's fun! It's our favorite place.
Strike up family fun for everyone. Gateway Lanes. Families that play together stay together. And Gateway Lanes is your center for fun, cold beer, snacks, and great food. So let Gateway Lanes do the cooking with open and league bowling year-round and Club Bowl Thursday night, 9 till 11:30, with unlimited bowling including shoes. Since 1989, Helper's Hometown Bowling Center. Gateway Lanes, South Main Street in historic Helper, and bowlhelper.com. Let's roll. Carbon Dino basketball continues on 95.3 The Peak.
Welcome back to Union High School in Roosevelt, Utah for today's Carbon Dino basketball action as they take on the Union Cougars. Aiden Mortensen and Sonny Buscarini on the call for you today as the Dinos open the season on the road to take on Union. We're moments away here from tip-off. Both teams taking the floor for the national anthem. So some closing thoughts. For Carbon, it's going to be a trio of key contributors returning this. They have one returning starter from last season, but coming into this lineup, you have number 10, junior Carter Warburton, averaged 5.5 points last season, 2 rebounds and 2 assists. You got Kyler Orth, 3 points per game as a sophomore, 2.3 rebounds, looking to make a big jump this season. And finally, you have Evan Lancaster, the senior, averaged 3 points last year, 2 rebounds and a steal. And tonight, Caleb Sorensen and Ridge Butler are out for the Dinos. We will take a quick break during the national anthem, then we'll get right back to you with some Carbon Dino basketball action here on KRPX 95.3 The Peak.
Clean Cut Roofing and Siding.
Do you sell lightsaber chopsticks?
No.
Bagpipes?
Definitely not.
Screaming goats?
What?
I thought you said you had something for everyone.
Yes, something for everyone that needs any type of new roof or siding.
Oh, so no cowbells?
No, we're roofing and siding experts, but maybe with more cowbell.
Since 2003, you get peace of mind every time with Clean Cut Roofing and Siding. CleanCutRoofingSiding.com.
Brace yourself for the holiday season, where kids are prone to exceed their daily sugar intake by a whopping 544%. Nip those dental issues in the bud with Price Pediatric Dental. Our experts, Dr. Bott, Dr. Lund, and Dr. Markham, excel in pediatric dentistry. They can identify potential problems promptly. At Price Pediatric Dental, they adore children, and with a continuous practice, they've mastered delivering dental care that's gentle yet effective. Call 637-9590 and schedule your child's appointment today at Price Pediatric Dental.
You've been accused of doing something illegal. Now it's time for a strong defense in the game of legal matters. Let Oliver Law tackle your case. Robert Oliver believes in innocent until proven guilty. Oliver Law brings you a strong defense for the best possible outcome for your criminal case. And when it's time to go on offense, Robert Oliver has the game plan to tackle your legal troubles. Call 435-637-6060 or go to robertoliverlegal.com to request a free consultation. Robert Oliver, passionate about defending the underdog.
According to Greek mythology, Athena, goddess of wisdom and war, was born emerging from Zeus's head. That's wait, what?
Yes, I was born in full armor with a Gucci bag, ready to fight off the snakes in real estate using my uncanny strategies and some help from the Titans.
The real estate Titans. Gods at finding and selling homes and property lightning fast.
There's a nice listing in Athens.
Realistic Titans can sell your home or find the right new home for you. Go to UtahHomeTitans.com.
Carbon High School basketball on KRPX 95.3 The Peak.
Welcome back, Carbon Dino basketball. Great pregame show, as always. Best in the state. Jordan does a fantastic job getting us set up for our pregame show, doesn't he?
Oh, yes, he did. And when I knew I was going to have the opportunity to work for the Jordan Buscarini, I had to jump on that offer. That man does it all when it comes to sports. Can't understate how important he is.
The starting lineups first for Union tonight will be number 2, the senior Wake Olson. Number 3, also a senior, Brady Bell. Number 4, Andres Jensen, also a senior. And they turned the lights off on us, so let's see here. Number 25, Stetson Duncan, a senior as well. And number 34, Jackson Adamson, also a senior. So, as you can see, Aiden, this is a very experienced senior basketball team. All 5 seniors starting.
Yeah, this is a Union team that returns 4 starters from previous seasons, Sonny.
Yep.
And like you said, a very senior-heavy unit. So that's something the Dinos are going to have to be on the lookout for as they run a bit younger coming into this game.
The starting 5 for the Carbon Dinos tonight will be number 3, Maxwell Carlson. He is a senior. Number 4, Evan Lancaster, a senior. Number 14, Kyler Orth. He is a junior. Logan Bennett wears number 24, the junior, and number 33, Cannon Mortensen, the senior. That's the 5 for the Carbon Dinos. You heard Coach Bauer. This team is hanging their hat on the defensive side of the ball. It's going to be an interesting season this year. We're going to see a little bit different basketball than we have seen in the past. It might take this team a little bit to get used to this new system. They might just kick right in and love it. We'll find out tonight, playing Union here on the road, 95.3 The Peak, where the Dinos play. You've been listening to the Landon's Diesel Service pregame show. It's time for the tip-off. Aiden and the Carbon Dinos wear the black uniforms with the blue numbers. Union comes out tonight with the white uniforms, black numbers. We're ready to go. The Dinos go left to right on your radio dial. Welcome to game number 1 for the Carbon Dinos in the 2024-25 basketball season.
And isn't it exciting to be here, Sonny? And we're almost here.
Tipped by Carlson, controlled by the Carbon Dinos, and we are underway. And with the basketball, it's Lancaster. Lancaster's come right side to Mortensen. Mortensen, tip of the key, picks up his dribble. Hands the ball back to Orth. Orth drives in a little shovel pass underneath the Carlson. Whistle and a foul on Union on the baseline. Team foul number 1. Personal foul number 1 on Stetson Duncan. And the Dinos will throw it in on the baseline. And it comes to the right side. Shot clock, 32, reset. Swing it over to the left side to Orth. Back to the right side, it comes to Bennett. Bennett back to Orth. Orth holds. Ball knocked away, gets it back. Gives it to Bennett on the right side. Right angle, down underneath in the paint. Drive of the basket, lay it up and in. Basket for Orth. First 2 of the ball game for the Carbon Dinos. They lead 2-0.
And I can't think of a better player than Orth to score the first basket for the Dinos. That's a name that is cemented in Carbon High School basketball, both boys and girls.
Turnover for Union as they come down the floor, and their first pass goes array out of bounds, and it'll be Dino basketball, 2-0, 7:15 left first quarter. With the basketball, driving strong to the basket, now kicks it outside. It goes to Mortensen. Mortensen swings it left to Orth. Orth over to Bennett on the left angle. Picks up his dribble, 3-point line. Kicks it back outside. It goes to Mortensen. Mortensen hands the ball off to Lancaster. 15 shot clock, whistle and a foul. Foul number 2 on Union. Push foul.
That's foul number 2 on Duncan as well, Sonny. He's one of your better players on the floor for Union. You don't want to see him in foul trouble this early as he shakes his head as he walks off the court. He's not happy about that.
Tanner Womack comes into the ball game for Union. Just underway, 6:58 left to play first quarter. Dinos lead 2-0. Lancaster with the ball, swings it left side. It goes to Orth. Orth now drives into the paint, puts up a shot off the glass, no good. Rebound comes down to Olson. Here comes Union down the floor quickly. Dinos get back on defense. Swing it left side, back out to the right side. It goes to Jensen. Jensen will pull it out between the circles and reset the offense. Swings it left side, Olson. Baseline shot left, good. Tough far away jumper from 15. And Wake Olson has his first basket. First points for Union. We're tied at 2.
He's someone you don't want getting hot early if you're the Dinos. He is a lethal scorer, as you can see by that level of difficulty on the shot.
Baseline shot, tough shot by Lancaster, won't go. Air ball, good defense by Union. They come the other way. They find a baseline move, kick it outside. 3-point shot from the angle left, no good. That shot up by Womack. They get the offensive rebound. 3 on the right angle and won't get the bounce by Bell. The rebound comes to the Dinos. Quickly down the floor, all the way, take it to the basket. Layup by Orth, no good. Rebound Union. Game a little out of control here early on, and a foul on Corbin, the first team foul of the ball game for the Dinos with 5:50 left first quarter, tied at 2, and you're going to see a little chaos in game number 1.
Yeah, this is when the teams are both really trying to adjust to new offensive styles. Corbin, first-year head coach, like we talked about. Union's head coach, only a second year as the leader of the Cougars, so really a lot of change for both these programs.
Olsen with the ball left side, now goes top circle. Tip of the key, hands it back over. It goes to Womack. Womack back left. It goes to Jensen on the right side. Down underneath. Shot in the paint. Up. No good by Adamson. Good defense by the Dinos. Ahead of the pack. Nice pass. Layup. No good. Nice defense coming and making the block for Union, but the follow-up by the Dinos, and they lead 4-2. Nice basket at that time by Bennett. Following the play, Aiden didn't quit on it. Got the offensive rebound on the point. 3-point shot left side up, no good by Bell. Offensive rebound once again for Union. 3 won't go by Olsen, and the rebound the Dinos. And it looks like Union likes to shoot the threes. They've shot 3 now early in this game.
And that's the new style of basketball, Sonny. You can't change it. It's just impossible to get away from. The 3 is the future.
Offensive foul on the Dinos. With 4:53 left to play, 2 fouls each team. Dinos lead 4-2.
And you see it on every level of the game that the three-pointer is taken over. You used to see high-flying dunks, but right now the Steph Curry revolution happened, and now everyone wants to be shooting those threes, including the centers.
Well, the Dinos are taking shots close to the basket. Union's taking threes. Dinos lead 4-2. Whistle and a foul on Corbin. That's their third now as they start to pick up the fouls.
And you don't want to find yourself in foul trouble early, especially with the bonus in play, as well as just keeping your best players on the floor. You don't want them to have to sit out in crucial moments because they have too many fouls.
Bell swings it over to Olsen. Back to Bell, back to Olsen. Down underneath to Adamson. Kick it outside, baseline right. Shot up and good. Womack comes off the bench and gets the first 2 points for him, and we are tied at 4 as he came in for the foul situation. Shot blocked by Union. Attempt by Mortensen. Nice defense, and we come the other way. With the basketball, it's Bell. Bell with a nice pass down in the paint. Good defense. That time coming over to make the play was Mortensen, and the Dinos come the other way on the turnover. All the way to the basket go the Dinos. Shot point blank up, no good by Carlson, and the rebound Union. We come the other way. Fast-paced game here early on, tied at 4. Shot down the barrel for 3, up and no good by Womack. Rebound Dinos.
And you say fast-paced. I'm letting you do all the work over there. I'm just sitting back. I'm taking stats for you.
Bennett with the ball. Kicks it outside. Shot down the barrel. Air ball from 3 by Mortensen. Cannon kind of rushed that shot. It goes out of bounds. Ball goes over to Union. Tied at 4 with 3:34 left first quarter.
Yeah, you saw the long arms of Womack coming his way. Just rushed a little bit, and on the road, an air ball is ruthless because the student section will let you hear it.
So with the basketball, it's Jensen. Jensen finds a little gap. Strong to the basket. Lay it up and in, and a foul. Count it, and he'll go to the line for a chance for a 3-point play. And Union has the lead for the first time, 6-4.
Yeah, and you can tell their offense is finally starting to click on the court right now. I mean, you see at the start you saw a lot of misses, a lot of easy misses at that, but now they're really finding their rhythm, especially in the paint. They've kind of moved away from the pure 3-point shooting strategy, and now instead they're going to the rack and they're trying to get to the line.
Senior Jensen walks up to the free throw line, puts it down.
Yeah, Mortensen subs out, and he's shaking his head. He's not happy about those foul calls. And as a former big man myself, I totally get the frustration here. It feels like the world's out to get you, but in reality, the refs kind of know that you're playing physical down low, and that's how you like it. But you got to have the right balance.
Carter Warburton checks into the game along with Withers for the Corbin Dinos. Shot up and good. Bennett with the basket. Was it Bennett or Lancaster?
That was Lancaster.
Lancaster, 7-6. Dinos trail by 1. Union with the basketball. It's Olsen. Olsen on the baseline. Double team cut off. Good defense by the Dinos. Kick it outside. Womack with the 3 down the barrel. No good. And the rebound comes down to Bennett. Fast break down the floor for the Carbon Dinos. Withers with it. Kicks it outside to Bennett. Bennett hangs it to Warburton. Warburton on the top circle sets the offense. Goes left side, goes around the screen, hands the ball off left side. Shot clock says 15. Ball on the ground, picked up by Union. Turnover for Carbon, their second. And then a whistle and a foul on the Dinos, which is foul number 5. So Union picked up the first 2 fouls quickly, but now it's 5-2 in favor of the Dinos on the foul situation. So the Dinos have picked up 5 fouls here in the last, 3 minutes?
Yeah, and Union has really found the rhythm like we were saying earlier. But Carbon right now, they're playing a bit out of control. They still got those first game jitters flowing through them. I mean, they're having easy opportunities at the rim. They're just unable to convert them. Union's doing a good job, though, of applying that defensive pressure. But overall, it's just been a struggle defensively and offensively for Carbon.
With this rule, when you hit 5 fouls, you start shooting free throws on each quarter. So to the free throw line will go Jensen. He's 1 for 1 from the line. He has 3 points in the ball game, and he is now 2 for 2.
And that's exactly what you don't want to do. Get into the bonus with 2 minutes left in the quarter. And that's a foul shot opportunity every time you foul, no matter what it may be. So that's really a dangerous situation Carbon finds themselves in.
This rule change from last year, Aiden.
And, you know, a lot of rule changes came over the past few years. I mean, you have the shot clock, you have the 5 foul bonus. And I think a lot of it really helps the pace of the game.
9-6 the score. Union with the lead. Dinos with the ball. Foul on Union. That's their 3rd.
So a chance for a blob player. A baseline's out of bounds. We'll see what coach has drawn up here, because these can really be beneficial, especially if your team's struggling in the early stages of the game.
Lancaster over to Warburton on the baseline left. Nice pass down in the paint, and the Dinos put it in as Ty Mortensen comes into the ball game, makes his presence known, and it's 9-8. Union by 1 with the ball.
And that was just a gorgeous pass to Mortensen. You can't ask for better play than that.
Jensen swings it over the left side. It goes to Olsen. Wake, 3-point line. Guarded by Lancaster, drives the baseline off his foot, turnover out of bounds. The ball goes over to the Dinos. That is turnover number 3 for Union with 1:48 left to play first quarter. Dinos trail by 1, 9-8.
And the Dinos are looking a lot more composed here, Sonny. They took a second, gather themselves, and now they're battling back, and they're really looking nice on both sides.
Withers, bounce pass down in the paint, ball knocked away, turnover Dinos. That's their 3rd. We come the other way, Union with the basketball and a 1-point lead. Olsen on the baseline, nice pass down underneath to Jensen. And Jensen has 7 of the 11 points for Union. Off to a great start, and it's 11-8.
Yes, and he is on fire right now. Carbon still searching for an answer on how to defend him.
Bennett drives in, puts up a little layup, won't go. Tough shot, good defense. Was a possible make, falls no good, and the rebound comes down to Union. Pass down underneath, it goes to Adamson. Adamson up, gets the roll, count it in a foul. And the fouls are mounting for the Dinos now.
And Adamson running his mouth a little as he gets hit on his way up, letting him know, hey, you can't guard me, you can't guard me. And that's the kind of competitive spirit I love to see on the basketball court, especially as he goes to the line to get 3 points the easy way.
Free throw is up and no good. 3 for 4 from the free throw line is the team tonight for Union. They lead by 5. Lancaster with the ball, gives it to Warburton. Warburton picked up there by Olsen. To Bennett. Bennett holds, gives it back to Warburton on the left angle. Now tip of the key, shot from there, short off the front of the rim, rebound Union.
And he slipped a little there. He's trying to gather himself, and that had some impact on the shot.
Olsen ahead to Jensen. Jensen has 9, and he's having his way here in the first quarter. 15-8, 30 seconds left to play. Union up 7.
Again,
Dinos with the basketball.
Jensen just absolutely exploding offensively.
Lancaster to Bennett. Bennett on the left side. Cross-court pass goes to Warburton. Tries to get to the paint. Uses glass. Won't go. Rebound underneath. Gets it. Nice offensive rebound by Warburton after the miss. He stayed with the play and gets the easy basket. 15-10 on the offensive rebound.
And that's what you love to see as a coach. Players getting after it on the offensive glass.
Bounce pass goes to Adamson in the paint. Shot up no good. Whistle and a blocking foul on Carbon with .7 left to play.
And the blocking foul, one of the hardest to call because there's so many things that factor into it, Sonny. Are they in the restricted zone? Are their feet set? Are they moving just a little bit? What angle are they getting hit at? And all of that kind of coalesces into whether or not you get a charge or a block, and then ultimately it's a judgment call for the man down on the baseline.
Yeah, we kind of talked about that on the way up here tonight, didn't we? Probably one of the biggest judgment calls in the game of basketball is a charge.
Yeah, charge and holding are the two that really can impact the game, but they're so subjective based on how the ref is calling it, and it's up to the ref to establish that precedent early like we've seen here.
5 for 6 from the line for Union, and Adamson has 4 points. Shot at the buzzer is no good, and we've played 1 quarter. Quarter in the books here at Union High School. Carbon Dino basketball on 95.3 The Peak where the Dinos play. 17-10 Union with the lead when we come back second quarter action.
Remodeling as easy as 1, 2, 3. 123 Remodeling. From basements to ceilings, indoor to outdoor. Chris Nunez at 123 Remodeling is local, licensed, and insured. Framing, plumbing, electrical, drywalling, patios, garage doors. 123 Remodeling can build it, install it, and repair it. Chris is always communicating with his clients and is always transparent. Stay away from those out-of-town fly-by-night contractors. Keep it local with the all-new 123 Remodeling. Call 435-630-2215. 630-2215.
You're listening to Carbon Dino Basketball on the Peak, KRPX 95.3 FM.
So the first quarter of the 2024-25 Carbon basketball season in the books. They started out good, but then they started getting the foul situation started to mount on the Dinos. 5 for 6 from the free throw line for Union in the first quarter. Dinos don't shoot free throws, and it's 17-10.
Yeah, and you also have to give credit to Jensen from Union. I mean, he is on fire right now. 9 first quarter points, more than half of Union's total.
So Union gets the ball first, and Jensen has it. Jensen swings it right side to Bell, back to Jensen, swings it left side to Olsen. Olsen's going to shoot the 3. Got it from the left angle. Olsen with this first basket of the ball game, and now it's 20-10. Union's doubled the Dinos up.
And
Warburton has the ball knocked away, stolen. Olsen takes it all the way, lays it up and in.
And Olsen has come alive here to start the second. The kid is a freak of nature, Sonny, and it shows on athletic layups like that. He's making mid-air adjustments, throwing a little jelly on the layup.
Dino's been stuck on 10 now for a while. 22-10 the score. Bennett on the baseline left side gets the basket, and it was a badly needed basket for the Carbon Dinos, 22-12.
Yeah, at this point, you're just searching for some answer offensively. You need to put points on the board, and that is a perfect way to ignite that spark.
Pass down in the paint to Womack, and he gets the easy 2. I noticed Union passing the ball very quickly and very efficiently, 24-12.
They are. They have great ball movement.
Nice pass by Bennett to a cutting Kyler Orth, and he is fouled as he goes to the basket, and he'll go to the free throw line to shoot the first 2 free throws of the season for the Carbon Dinos. They trail 24-12.
And you could tell that contact had a little impact on Orth as he went up. That's a shot normally he's going to be finishing 80% of the time. That time a little outside help on the miss.
And the junior hits the first free throw.
Got 3 points on the game. And yeah, right now you're just looking for some way to get on the board more offensively. Your defense is looking good. They've just had a few very nice plays, very good ball movement from the Cougars. But right now you want to put as many points back on the board as you can to try and claw your way back into this one.
He walks up to the free throw line, hits the 2 free throws, and it's 24-14. Jensen with the ball between the circles, now kicks it over the right side. It goes to Olsen. Olsen cross-court pass to Bell. Bell back to Jensen. Back to Bell. Bell to Olsen. Olsen between the circles, picked up there. Now kicks it over the right side. It goes to Connor Olsen. Here's a deep 3 between the circles. Up, no good by Wake Olsen. That was a deep 3, and the rebound comes down to the Dinos, and they throw it away. Turnover for the Dinos, number 4. Back the other way we come. Runner in the paint. Up and no good by Connor Olsen, and the rebound Dinos. Back to the Dinos side of the court we go. Drive inside, lay it up and in. It's Kyler Orth. He has 6 and it's 24-16, but Union answers quickly as Brady Bell takes it the length of the floor and lays it up and in. He actually beat the Dino defense back down the floor, and it's 26-16 Union with 5:55 left second quarter.
And on plays like that, Sonny, it's really who wants it more. And in that case, it was Bell as he outraces the Dinos down court, gets the easy two, and makes this a 26-16 ball game in the second quarter. Now, a lot is going well for the Dinos this second quarter. Offense shots are finally starting to fall, and that's a positive right now. But right now, you need to tighten things up on defense, an area in which I think they did a pretty good job in the first quarter with the exception of the fouls.
So, in the interview, we heard Coach Brower say he's hanging his hat on the defense. They beat the defense down the floor and got an easy basket. He calls timeout.
Yeah, and you could kind of see the emotion he had in that huddle during that timeout. He wasn't happy with that defensive effort.
Right.
And, it's like the old saying goes, Sonny, offense may sell tickets, but defense wins championships, and I can't think of a better thing to build your identity off of.
Dinos with the basketball. It's Warburton with it between the circles. Swings it right side. It goes to Lancaster on the angle. Three-point line. Now back to the basket. Nice spin move. Goes inside. Lays it up. Can't get it to go. And it goes out of bounds off Union. I think he actually surprised himself that he had such an open shot, and he made that shot more difficult than it needed to be.
And you see that a lot of the time, Sonny, but Lancaster had that defender dancing like he was in the club. I mean, he was touching earth like a gardener. What more can you ask on an offensive drive?
Ball on the baseline, and it comes. It goes to Lancaster. Lancaster to Warburton over the right side now on the baseline right. Mortensen, nice pass down underneath as Kyler Orth once again cuts the basket and gets the easy two. He has 8. 26-18. Dinos cut that lead to 8.
6 in the quarter, Sonny. He has really come alive offensively.
Knocked away by the Dinos. Union gets it back. Swing it over to the left side to Bell. Bell from 15, good. Nice move by Bell. He faked the 3, stepped inside, hit the 15-foot jumper, and it's 28-18 with 5 minutes left in the half.
And Union's really playing with confidence right now as they get a steal and a fast break.
All the way down the floor, lay it up and in. It's Bell. He has 9. He has 9. Jensen has 9 for Union. They're up 12 again, 30-18.
And my goodness, the duo of Olsen and Bell this quarter has been absolutely electric. 6 points for Bell, 5 for Olsen. Really finding their stride.
Swing it over to the right side. It goes to Carlson. We have a whistle and a foul on Union. The first one of the quarter for them with 4:40 left to play. 30-18 the score. Union with the lead. Dinos with the ball. They'll throw it in underneath their basket on the baseline.
And that's been a much different second quarter in terms of fouls. I mean, we were flying and drowning in fouls in that first quarter. Second quarter, now both teams really cleaned it up.
2 fouls on Union, 0 on the Carbon Dinos. The ball goes into the backcourt. It's picked up by a Union. They go to the basket, shot up, no good, and a foul on Orth, and he had to do that because it was going to be an easy 2. That was a good foul.
Yeah.
You gave up a foul, make him go to the free throw line and get the 2 points because it was going to be a guaranteed 2.
And you want to make him earn it at the line, and that was a good job being controlled going up for the foul as well. Notorious hothead myself. I was to attend on those shots to throw elbows down as they were going up, and that could escalate into a flagrant. But a good job by Orth maintaining control of his emotions and just going for the simple foul, making him earn it the hard way.
It even turns into a better foul because Duncan misses the first free throw.
And that's all you can really ask for. A great foul there from Orth.
Second free throw, short as well. So they come up with nothing when it looked like they were going to get an easy 2. Dinos with the ball, trailing by 12. Warburton with it on the left side. 3-point line now, swings it over to Lancaster between the circles. Bounce pass down to Warburton. Turnaround shot from 10, short off the front of the rim, no good. And the rebound, Jensen. Jensen ahead. Here comes Union. Knocked away, they get it back. Duncan with the ball. Duncan gives it to Bell. Kick it over on the left side. It goes to Olsen. 3-point shot, no good. Rebound, Dinos.
And the Dinos' defense has been spectacular in the second quarter.
Fast break ahead. It goes to Withers. He can't get the layup, and the rebound comes down to Union. Nice fast break, just couldn't finish.
But you can really see the defensive identity Coach is trying to instill in these young men. It's really showing in the second quarter.
3-point shot, baseline left, up and no good by Duncan, and the rebound comes down to Union. They get another chance. 3-point shot, angle right, good. Bell with it. He has 12. 33-18, Union up 15.
And Bell is just a scary shooter. I mean, he can hit from almost everywhere on the floor. draining those deep balls. I mean, that's what you love to see from an offensive specialist like Bell.
I'm not quite sure what they're talking about, Aiden, but they're having a conversation at the scorer's table, so go ahead, Aiden.
And it looks like Bell right now has 9 points in the quarter. That's just, you have one player go off for you each quarter. Last quarter it was Jensen, where he also had 9 points. Now it's Bell's turn, as they are really just going off offensively. You can't ask for a better start or better second quarter than they're having right now, especially individually for Bell.
So for Union, Wake Olson has 4, Bell has 12, Jensen with 9, Womack with 4, and Adamson with 4 for the Carbon Dinos. Orth leads the way with 8, Lancaster 4, Bennett 2, and Mortensen 2 for the Carbon Dinos. They're still discussing stuff. I'm not sure what they're talking about. But
now, Sonny, I think I have an idea of what they're talking about. On that first corner 3-point attempt, there was a hard foul in the corner. Ref swallowed his whistle, didn't make the call, and I think they're looking back on that, trying to decide whether or not to keep the 3 or call the foul and negate that 3 entirely. And right now, based on how these teams are lining up, it looks like they're going to keep the 3-pointer.
Warburton with 2 as well for the Carbon Dinos. Ty Mortensen will check into the ball game for Carbon. Taking a seat will be Evan Lancaster. So 3:41 left to play, 30-18 the score. Union with the lead, and the Dinos with basketball.
And right now from the Dinos offensively, you're seeing what's become a very popular set in the game of basketball. That's a 5-out. You have 5 players on the floor who can shoot, dribble, score inside, and get rebounds. And that's how a lot of these smaller programs are learning to compete with the big boys.
Swing it over the left side to Mortensen. Mortensen hangs it off to Withers, gives it over to Warburton. 3-point shot from the baseline right, and it's good. And Carter has 5, and it's 30-21. They go down the floor quickly in a travel, but the Dinos got back on defense that time and made that shot difficult. That's why he traveled.
They did. If that wasn't going to be a travel, it was sure going to be a block. I mean, the Dinos defensively have brought them back into this game. At one point, they were doubled. Now find themselves only down by single digits, Sonny. It's a big comeback offensively for Carbon.
Warburton has the ball knocked away. He loses control of it, picked up by Union. Turnover number 6 for the Carbon Dinos. Down on the baseline left, now moves inside. 8-foot jumper on the baseline by Olsen, won't go. Rebound, Dinos become the other way. 1-on-3, Union gets back. Carbon lags on the offensive side. Now they're there. Ball knocked away off Warburton. Another turnover for the Dino. That's number 7. Yeah. Good defense that time by Bell. Playing Warburton tough, and he knocks the ball out of bounds. It goes off Carter's foot.
And Bell was playing like Patrick Beverly up there, in-your-face style of defense. Very happy hands, trying to knock it away, but doing so without getting the reach.
Jensen for 3. Got it. Andrus made a move, got just enough space to get the 3 up. Hits it down. It's 33-21. He has 12 and Bell has 12.
And they're both shooting with confidence right now. Just out on fire right now are the Union Cougars.
Lancaster gives the ball down to Warburton. He can't control it, loses it, picked up by Union. We come the other way with the basketball to Olsen. Olsen ahead, shot up no good by Duncan. Offensive rebound in the paint, shot up no good. Kick it outside, 3-point shot, Bell, no good. Rebound Dinos. 3 opportunities, they couldn't score. Dinos got away with one there, and we come the other way.
Yeah, I have to agree. That was a very lucky break for Carbon.
Lancaster from 15, short. Rebound comes down to Bell, and the defense by Union is very good right now. But they throw the ball away. Turnover number 6. Withers with it. Kicks it outside to Mortensen. Back to Withers. They'll save it before it goes past the half-court stripe. And the Dinos set the offense with 25, a minute 36 left to play in the first half.
This is looking less like a high school game, more like a rec league game with how both teams are taking care of the ball. Just flying all over the place. Sloppy passes left and right.
Withers baseline has it from 10. Nice shot by Cash, and he gets his first basket of the ball game, and the Dinos have cut that lead back to 10. Minute 16 and running left to play first half, 33-23. Jensen with the basketball. Jensen gives it down on the baseline right. Duncan swings it outside to Olsen. Wake in the paint. Traveled.
And what Olsen does so well is he has a nice little hesitation move on and off the dribble. But right there, caught up to him, did a little happy feet, and he got called for the travel.
Defense caused that. Since that timeout, Coach Brower took, the Carbon Dino defense has looked better.
It has looked spectacular.
Yes.
I mean, they're getting back. They're playing aggressive, but also playing smart.
Warburton with the ball, goes around the screen, kicks it to the outside. It goes to Withers, to Bennett. Bennett drives inside, uses glass and scores. Logan Bennett has 4. Nice play by the junior. 33-25, under a minute left to play first half. Olsen with it, deep 3, down the barrel, won't go. Offensive rebound down underneath, they get another chance. Nice play by Adamson to get the offensive board. Kicks it to Jensen. Jensen, nice bounce pass, put it up and in. Duncan with the basket. Nice pass by Jensen. 35-25, shot clock off, 20 seconds left to play.
Yeah.
Warburton with the ball in the top circle. Go ahead, Aiden.
At this point, you're just waiting for the last shot. You don't want to give Union, a very hot shooting Union right now, you don't want to give them a chance to put one more on the board before the half.
Warburton kicks it outside. It goes to Bennett. 4 seconds. Bennett drives inside, lays it up and in. He found a little crease. And the Dinos have found something on that defense because they've had 3 baskets where they've gone right to the glass and got an easy 2 to cut this lead to 8. It's 35-28 here at the half, and the Dinos are hanging around.
Yeah, and that was a great second quarter. Much better than the first. I mean, you put up 10 in the first quarter, but in the second you put up 17. So really an offensive outburst from both these teams, but the Dinos really doing a great job here. And like you said, Sonny, the defensive effort after that timeout has been spectacular.
So after the first quarter, Union led 17-10. In the second quarter, we have an 18-18 tie. So the halftime score, Union 35 and the Carbon Dinos 28.
And just, you can't understate
27,
it.
I'm sorry, 27.
You threw me off there for a second, Sonny. I was looking at it. But, yeah, just a great second quarter going blow for blow with a potent Union offense. And that's what Coach Brower is really going to love to see going into the locker room, especially that defensive effort, like we said. And like he said pregame, that's what he wants this team's identity to be.
Castle Valley Orthodontics halftime show coming up next. It's halftime here at Union High School. The first game of the 2024-25 Carbon Dino basketball season. And Union leading 35-28. Good first half of basketball. The Dinos hanging around. We'll come back with the halftime show. Don't go anywhere. 95.3 The Peak. This is where you need to be for Carbon Dino Sports.
Feel the force of the Ram heavy-duty truck, the power horse beast that thrills with its performance. Hi, this is Thad. Imagine saving up to $15,000 off the original MSRP. Auto Farm has 15 at the ready and waiting for a test drive, including 5 hard-to-find dualies, exceptional strength, unprecedented durability, and might that echoes in every gear shift. Demand the best from your heavy-duty jobs. Demand a Ram heavy-duty from Auto Farm. Because with Ram, it's just not driving. It's just not a lifestyle. Don't just imagine. Come in and test drive away today.
You can have a healthy, beautiful smile at any age. Hi, I'm Dr. Daniel Kelly, owner of Castle Valley Orthodontics. Treatment is a viable option for almost any adult. And like kids, adults can experience the self-assurance that comes with a confident smile, along with the benefits of improved oral health. Come in for a free consultation and see how Castle Valley Orthodontics can get you on your way to a beautiful smile. Affordable payment plans are available. Call 637-2222 for a free consultation today.
Discover the strength and beauty of Flawless Sheeting's metal siding and roofing solutions. Designed to endure and crafted to conserve energy, the products offered by Flawless Sheeting ensure your home not only looks good, but feels good too. Plus, they come with a 40-year warranty. Enjoy superior durability and enhanced comfort year-round with new roofing from Flawless Sheeting. Ready to upgrade? Call Flawless Sheeting at 636-7300 and elevate the way you live.
J&D Automotive in Castledale and River Auto in Green River has been your trusted neighbors for 40 years, offering expert automotive parts and service right in the heart of Emery County. Thanks to a great partnership with Napa, you get dependable parts and a team that knows your car inside out. Whether you're in for a routine checkup or need of a major repair, J&D Automotive is close to home and ready to help. Visit J&D Automotive today and experience the difference of local care with big brand quality.
Soups are in at Swift's Stop and Shop, your gas and convenience store with more. Serving up delicious cook-to-order food like Swift's Soup of the Day and Soup and Sandwich combos, less than $5. Check their Facebook page and see what they're serving.
Oh, by the way, Swift is a Shell station. So if you have a Smith's fuel card, you can redeem your fuel rewards points at Swift. So pump up the savings and
start slurping some soups. From Swift Stop and Shop, North Main Street in Helper.
Open late.
Carbon Dino basketball continues on 95.3 The Peak.
Welcome back, Carbon Dino basketball. It's a halftime report. Castle Valley Orthodontics halftime report. 35-28 the score here. Union with an 8-point lead over the Carbon Dinos, and Aiden had a good first half. There was some turnovers. First game of the season, you're going to see that. But the Dinos hung in there. They got outplayed for about 4 minutes, but they got back into the game.
Yeah, that first 4 minutes of the second quarter was a bit rough for the Dinos. Coach Brower calls timeout, but ever since then, Sonny, they have been playing spectacular basketball, namely on the defensive side of things. I mean, they're getting back off those turnovers like you mentioned. They're making them take hard shots. They're contesting nearly everything. You rarely see a shot from the Cougars go up without a Dino flying in his face to contest. And that's really been to their advantage. And there have been a few times, Sonny, where Union has what seemed to be an easy 2 points, but the Dinos will commit a smart foul, force them to the line, and they'll go either 0 for 2 or 1 for 2. So overall, Sonny, I think that was a great first half of basketball for Carbon.
So we'll take a look at scoring here in the first half. First, we'll take a look at Union. Leading the way is Jensen and Bell, both the seniors with 12 points each in the first half. And without those two, I don't know where Union would be, because they have had an incredible first half of basketball.
That they have. They bottled up Olsen, but when you bottle him up, you have a few more deadly options along the perimeter. Like you said, you have Bell and you have Jensen, and both have been shooting the light-outs here tonight, both taking turns, alternating in quarters. You had Jensen in the first with his 9. Bell had 9 in the second. So really, you got to shut them down while also keeping Olsen contained. But I think, Sonny, outside of them, they really don't have anyone who can create offensively as efficiently as they can. So I think you bottle them up. The Dinos have a clear path to coming back and winning this one.
So Jackson Adamson with 4 points, and he's done some good job in the paint so far here in the first half. Tanner Womack with 4, Wake Olson with 4, Stetson Duncan with 2 for Union, for a total of 35 points. They had 7 turnovers, shot 5 for 8 from the free throw line for Union. Good first half for Union as well.
And it was, like you said, they've been especially efficient on the offensive end. Now, that ending half of the first quarter and the start of the second, they were really doing a good job defensively. But as you pointed out at the end of the quarter, Carbon must have found something within the Cougar defense, because they are really slicing and dicing them up. It's like an infomercial down there, Sonny. I'm seeing what they can do, and they are really making me want to call and get that free shipping and handling, because they are looking nice offensively.
Take a look at the Carbon Dinos points. Kyler Orth leading the way with 8 points, and he's had a really good first half. He's going to the basket with confidence. He's finding that little gap, and his shots are high percentage shots. He leads the way for the Dinos with 8 points.
And you can see the jump in confidence from his sophomore year to his junior year, which is what you expect with a player like Orth. I mean, you're getting varsity minutes at such a young age, and really, that's when you start taking your lumps. Some people take him their junior years. In his case, he was feeling them his freshman, sophomore years. But now he's coming out more polished and a more confident product for the Dinos, and I can see him being a key piece as this season goes on.
Logan Bennett, the junior, with 6 points. He had a good first half as well, Aiden.
He did, and those have been the 2 real stars of the Dinos. I mean, Bennett has done an excellent job really navigating the floor. You see him making good passes down low to his teammates, and when he has to, he can take it to the rim and score, and that's what you want to see from a guard.
And Carter Warburton come off the bench, and he had 5 points.
And that's what you like, a bench spark. Warburton was the team's leading scorer last year, and now humbly taking that bench role, willing to come off to help his team, give him some spacing, and provide a spark off the bench. Now, I was always told it doesn't matter if you're starting or not starting. What matters is the total amount of minutes that you're playing over the course of the game, and I feel like that's the case for Warburton.
Evan Lancaster with 4 points, the senior, and then comes Cash Withers with 2, Ty Mortensen with 2 for the Dinos for a total of 27 points. They had 8 turnovers in the first half, shot 2 for 2 from the free throw line. That's the stats for the first half. Do you have anything else stat-wise we can talk about?
Not stat-wise, but right now I think the Cougars are playing very aggressively on the defensive side of the ball. I mean, you see them constantly in the face of the ball handler, happy hands, trying to knock it away, but doing so without getting a reaching foul. That's an area Union's been very good in, is managing those fouls. Carbon kind of ran away with that in the first quarter, but second quarter they really cleaned that up, and I think that's going to be something that could have an impact in the rest of this game.
It's halftime here at Union High School. You've been listening to the Casa Valley Orthodontics halftime show. Hope you enjoyed it. We're ready for the start of the second half. Quick halftime, a little quicker than football, huh?
Oh, yeah, no, you don't have, 4 performances out there. As much as I love watching those performances, Sonny, it is nice to have a bit of a quicker paced halftime, and that's why I like basketball a lot too. It's just such a fast-paced game, and there's so much to keep up with it when you're doing play-by-play, Sonny. Sounds like you're an auctioneer sometimes, and I have nothing but respect for you.
Football. We had the last couple of football games. We had some long drives, but they were worth every mile to be able to cover the Dinos. And this tonight, not quite the drive that we had to Cedar City and that for the last few games of football, but love traveling and covering the Carbon Dinos. It's great.
Oh my goodness, I love being on the road with this team. They really are just a fun group of kids to follow. And, I like seeing the progression over the course of the season because you really see it. You see them get more confident, get more powerful as they take it to the hoop, or in football as they take that field. You really see some growth in these kids, and that's what's so special about high school sports is the growth it provides.
Dinos will go right to left on your radio dial in the black uniforms, and they get the basketball first. With it, it will be Evan Lancaster with the ball on the right side. Now kicks it to Bennett. Bennett in the paint. Nice pass to a cutting Kyler Orth once again, and he keeps finding high percentage shots at the basket. He does it again. It's a 2-possession game, 35-29.
And that's what you like is those high percentage shots. That's what you love to see as a coach.
3-point shot, baseline left is long by Olsen, but the offensive rebound, Union gets another opportunity. With the ball, it's Bell. Bell stops at the free throw line, kicks it outside to Jensen. Thought about the 3, changes his mind. Down it goes low, turnaround 10-foot shot on the baseline is good by Duncan. He has 4. That was a tough shot, a good defensive set by the Dinos, but the Union Cougars put it in the basket, 37-29.
They did, and he was very efficient about that turnaround, very Dirk Nowitzki-esque.
Lancaster with the ball on the baseline. Shot up, air ball, goes right to Bell. Bell comes the other way. Bell ahead to Wake Olsen. Shot no good. Rebound comes down to the Dinos. It's Carlson.
And that was good defensive effort by Mortensen and good awareness on the block. Great timing. Just an overall hustle play.
Mortensen goes strong to the basket. Shot no good, but the rebound. Foul on the Union, and that aggressive move to the basket caused that foul. You got to go to the basket to make things happen. The Dinos have been doing that.
They have. After a bit of a shaky start, they've really been taking it with a lot of confidence to the rim, and that's exciting to see, especially when they're able to convert or draw fouls.
Down low, shot up off the glass, no good by, once again, Kyler Orth, but he is fouled, and he'll go to the free throw line to shoot 2. And Orth is doing work in the paint.
And Orth has great body control as he goes up from that low block. He's looking up, he sees the defenders around him, and he leans just enough in on that shot that he knows he has a chance to make it, but also a higher chance to draw that foul.
Free throws up and in. He has 11. The Dinos perfect from the free throw line tonight, 3 for 3. One more free throw to come, 37-30. This free throw can cut it to a 2-possession game once again. Free throw was up and no good off the side of the rim, but the rebound comes down to Carbon. That's great hustle, but he stepped out of bounds. Bennett did a great job to save it, and then coming over to try to save it as well was Orth. Great effort, but he stepped on the line, and it will be Union basketball.
Yeah, inches from greatness, but ultimately that toe hit the line, and they whistle him out.
Cross-court pass goes to Olsen. Wake with the ball. Picked up there, now gives it down to the corner right side to Womack. Womack drives the baseline, cut off, kicks it outside. 3-point shot, left angle, no good. Rebound underneath, shot up, blocked, whistle and a foul. The three-point shot by Bell wouldn't go, but a nice offensive rebound down underneath by Adamson. And he will go to the free throw line to shoot two. 37-30 the score, 6:15 left to play in the third quarter.
What I really like about Carbon's in these closeout situations, you see the guy, he gets up, he shuffles his feet, gets in his face, but as soon as that ball leaves his hand, he turns and starts boxing out. That's a hustle play, and that's hard to teach to a player. That's effort.
Adamson's first free throw is an air ball.
It looks like that foul caught him on the eye a little bit.
Yeah.
That's definitely going to cause some
Yeah,
water, maybe a bit of blurriness
absolutely.
as you're staring down the hoop.
Yeah.
You know, you're seeing three hoops. You just got to aim for the middle one.
Yeah. Second free throw, no good as well, and the rebound comes down to the Dinos. With the rebound, going high up to get it is Ty Mortensen, who just checked into the ball game. Mortensen hands the ball off to Lancaster. Lancaster right side to Bennett. Three-point line. Down underneath the Orth. Double team. Ball knocked away. Saved. Nice play by Jensen. Knocked the ball away. Saved it to a teammate. And it's Union basketball. And an offensive foul as we come back the other way. Good defense by Bennett. He got in the way of Brady Bell, and the offensive foul is called with 5:51 left to play. The people here don't like it. I thought it was a pretty good call. 3 fouls on Union, 1 foul on the Dinos.
Well, you know, Sonny, as a home crowd, you're not going to like any call that goes against your team, but I agree with you. From up here, that definitely looked like a charge.
Take it to the right side. Lancaster pass down underneath is knocked away, controlled by the Dinos. Then knocked away again in the turnover for Carbon. That'll be turnover number 9. Union with the basketball. They lead by 7 and a travel.
And whistling for the double dribble on that one. Sonny, we're back to the point of this game where both teams really looking less like a high school basketball game and more like a rec league, maybe something you'd see in junior jazz. That ball's flying all over the place with no regard for human life, as both teams just really struggling with turnovers in the third.
Timeout called. 37-30 Union with the lead here. We're in the third quarter. We're going to keep it here, Aiden. And the Dinos just down 7. Now they've had a couple of opportunities to cut it to a 2-possession game, but they haven't been able to do it.
They really haven't. And I mean, you saw it all started with that missed free throw. It all kind of spiraled out of there. Turnovers, fouls, left and right. Oh my, it's just a kind of... It's been a rough third quarter for both of these two teams. Really struggling to buy a bucket. It's like someone put a lid on the basket out there.
They're hanging around.
They are, and that's in credit to their defense. I mean, their defense still playing stellar ball. Their offense just hasn't been able to get it done so far in the third quarter. But the same case has been for Union. Good defense, not so good offense, and it's going to be a battle of which team can break that here first in the second half.
Dino basketball, as we said, they go right to left on your radio dial, and it comes. Pass in from Bennett goes to Lancaster. He'll set the offense, come left side. Picked up there by Olsen. Hands the ball off to Orth. Orth down to Mortensen. Shot up, no good by Ty, and the rebound comes down to Union. Good look, just couldn't get it to go. Back the other way comes Union. They'll set the offense. 3-point shot on the baseline left is an air ball by Womack, and the rebound comes down. The Dinos become the other way. Orth with it. Cross-court pass goes to Bennett. Shot up. Halfway down, and it pops out, but he'll go to the free throw line to shoot 2. Had a chance for a 3-point play. That's just some bad luck there. It was halfway down and popped out.
That was a good read by Bennett, though, along the perimeter. He sees Jensen overplaying it, leaving his feet on the shot fake, drives inside, nearly gets the basket, but instead gets rewarded with 2 free ones at the charity stripe.
And the junior Logan Bennett with the first free throw good. Dinos are still 100% from the free throw line. They're 4 for 4.
And that's been an area of hope tonight, Sonny, is if their normal baskets may not be going in, but when they get themselves to the free throw lines, they are converting at an immaculate clip.
Second free throw by Bennett is up, and it is good as well. He has 8 in the ball game. The Dinos have cut this lead to 5. It's a 2-possession game, 37-32. Union with it. Jensen swings it over the right side. It goes to Olsen. Olsen down underneath the Womack. Back to Olsen. Fakes the 3. Now forces up a tough 3 and almost got the bounce. But the rebound comes down to Mortensen. Good defense by the Dinos. Warburton with the basketball. He just checked in on the last dead ball. Between the circles, sets the offense. Now comes left side. Picked up there by Bell. Goes around the screen. Kicks it outside to Mortensen. Back to Warburton. 3-point line to Bennett. Down underneath, ball knocked away. Turnover for the Dinos. It got through Mortensen's hand.
Just couldn't
Ty
get his
Mortensen.
hands on it. And that's the hardest one because you hit it, you feel it hit right there, and then the next second you feel his hands clap together as the ball goes soaring past your face.
Cannon Mortensen, Ty Mortensen, both in the ball game for the Carbon Dinos. 4 minutes left to play, 37-32. Swing it over the right side, ball knocked out of bounds by Bennett. Union will throw the ball in front of their bench.
Let's talk about Bennett for a second. He is playing out of his mind right now, Sonny. On the defensive end, he's all over the place. He's like a little gremlin. Don't feed him after midnight. But he is getting that ball. And on the offensive end, he's getting his looks, just unable to convert on a lot of them. But that's been the case for both of these teams.
I feel this is a huge possession here. Dinos can get a stop here, possibly cut this to one possession. Give the ball to Womack just inside the three-point line. He'll hold, now makes the baseline move. Nice defense. Cutting through the lane is Olsen, and he'll get it to go. Nice play by Olsen. He found a little gap. They found him cutting to the basket, 39-32. Lancaster with the ball on the right side. Still with the basketball now on the baseline. Picked up by Womack. Still dribbling on the baseline. Kicks it outside to Mortensen. This is Connor Warburton for three. Good from the angle left. And Carter has 8 points in the ball game, 39-35.
Yeah, he's been the most successful three-point shooter for the Dinos, and that's what you want to see, your sharpshooter getting hot.
Three-point shot on the angle left, up and no good by Bell. And the rebound, Carbon tries to throw it off the defender. Good play, but it didn't work. But he had to try it because he was going out of bounds anyway. So a head-up play by Logan Bennett, but it will be Union basketball. 39-35 with 3 minutes left in the third.
And that ball was inches away from doming a cheerleader, Sonny, so thank goodness for those protective rails down there.
Jensen with it. Jensen swings it over the right side to Brady Bell. Bell now cross-court pass goes to Olsen. Back to Bell. Bell makes a great catch to save it from going out of bounds. Back to Bell between the circles to Olsen. Three-point shot, good! Right in front of his bench, he hits a three. And a nice play by Bell. He now has 17 in the ball game. It's 42-35. Back up to 7. Three for the Dinos, short. Withers, who checks into the ball game, can't get it to go. Fast break the other way, all the way down. Shot up, no good. Bell was ahead of the pack, and you got to give the Dinos credit. They did not stop on defense. They didn't give up on the play. Bell missed the easy shot, and the Dinos were there to get the rebound. That's what happens when you don't quit on plays.
That is, and that's been the story of the Dinos so far, Sonny. They've done an excellent job getting back. I mean, like you said, Bell was ahead of the pack by probably a good 10 feet. But by the time he was going to put up the shot, he was surrounded by three Dino defenders, all arms straight up, and that really can impact not only your confidence, but the shot entirely.
If you quit on that play, he'll get the offensive rebound and get a second chance. But they didn't quit on the play. They make a great play to keep it 42-35.
As Sonny, this game really getting up there in points. They've already surpassed the total from last year's showdown between these two teams. Last year, Sonny, these two teams ended in a game that was 38-36 in favor of the Dinos. Both teams almost already surpassing that by the end of the third quarter. We got 2 minutes and 22 seconds left to play here, so I'd expect this one to end in the 50s or 60s.
So the Dinos have the basketball with it. It's Warburton past a half-court stripe. He comes between the circles. Now he swings it right side to Lancaster. Lancaster three-point line back to Warburton. Warburton at the three-point line, back to Lancaster. Lancaster tries to find some place to go. Good defense by Union. 16 on the shot clock, plenty of time for the Dinos. Pass down in the paint, forced. It's knocked away in a turnover, number 11 for the Dinos.
And that's been another storyline this game, Sonny, is turnovers and the impact they're having on these two teams.
Give Union credit. Good defensive set there by the Cougars. Nice pass down underneath and an easy two for Adamson. He has 6, and it's back up to 9.
And something about the Cougars, Sonny, that really stands out is their patience on these shots. I mean, they get up and they're still waiting to put it up until they've cleared the defender.
Ball knocked away, picked up by Bell. Some contact, no whistle. Take it the length of the floor. Layup is blocked by Ty Mortensen, but followed up by Olsen, who has 19 in the ball game, and it's 46-35.
Yeah, I don't know why Bell passed that ball for the block. I mean, he had the trailer right behind him.
3-point shot, good. Cannon Mortensen with the 3. Nothing but net, 46-38. That's a big shot for the Dinos. You kind of started to feel the momentum switch.
That you did, and now it's really coming down to it here.
Shot up and no good by Bell, the 3-pointer, and the rebound comes down to the Dinos. Ahead comes Lancaster left side. Picked up there by Jensen, gives it to Warburton. He'll take the open 3. Short off the front of the rim. No good. I started to say short, but I thought he was going to get the bounce, and it bounces off 46-38.
It was one of those, oh no, oh no, oh no, oh yes, oh no.
Jensen with it, swings it right side. It goes to Bell. Bell down on the baseline to Womack, back to Bell. To Jensen, knocked out of bounds. No, saved by Bell to Womack on the baseline right. Cross-court pass goes to Olsen. Wake gives it back to Jensen, 8 on the shot clock. To Bell. Bell to Adamson. 3-point shot on the baseline. Good from the right side by Wake Olsen. He has 7 in the ball game, and it's 49-38, 3 seconds left. Lancaster will take the 3 down the barrel. No good off the front of the rim, and that's how the third quarter ends.
And what can you say, Olsen, it was his turn to have a breakout quarter, scoring 7 in that one. Not as much as his teammates Bell and Jensen had. Each of them had a quarter with 9 apiece, but really finding his stride there, Sonny.
So the Dinos had cut that lead to 5. But Union finishes the quarter strong, and it's back up to 11, 49-38.
Yeah, and really, this is going to be a tight finish between these two teams. If history is indicative of how this is going to play out, we're going to see a much better offensive quarter from the Dinos. They play better in those even numbers so far this season. Now, we have a small sample size there, but that second quarter offensively was the best we've seen from them, and now they have a chance to make this one an interesting game. I mean, you're only down 9 going into the final frame of action here at Union High School.
So the Dinos outscored 17-10 in the first. Halftime, it was 35-27 Union, as Union outscored the Dinos 18-17. Then in the third quarter, Union outscores the Dinos 14-11. That's where we sit. 49-38 as we go into the fourth quarter, Aiden. And the first couple of minutes of this fourth quarter is going to be huge.
This is. If the Dinos can get hot, then they are going to be able to claw their way back into this one, give a very exciting finish. But if Union, Sonny, is the one who can heat up fast, maintain that momentum they had from the end of the third, I think they might run away with this one.
Dinos need to be patient on offense. They just need to get some stops. Don't need to force anything on offense yet. Just get some defensive stops and the opportunity to cut into this lead. Union with the ball goes left to right in their white uniforms. Jensen, over it goes to Bell. Bell back to Jensen. Jensen down the barrel 3, nothing but net. Jensen has 14. Excuse me, Jensen has 15. It's 52-38.
He's been making it rain, Sonny. He's like a rapper in an early 2000s music video. He's letting them fly.
Mortensen, Cannon in the paint. Whistling a foul. On Union, that'll be team foul number 1. The Dinos will throw it in on the baseline underneath their own basket, trailing by 14, 52-38.
Now you need to score here, Sonny. You can't settle for missed shots and good defensive stops anymore. Right now it's go time.
Carlson kicks it outside. It goes to Lancaster with the ball between the circles. Pass down underneath to Warburton. Warburton drives the baseline. Good defense. Kicks it outside. 3-point shot short off the front of the rim. No good by Orth, and the rebound Union. They come down the floor, 3-on-2, all the way to the basket, and that's a beautiful play by Wake Olsen. Beautiful play. He has 9.
Still trying to comprehend that, Sonny. He went up with the left, switched to the right midair, turned into a little bit of a hook shot. He got that jelly lay.
Lancaster with the ball, 54-38, biggest lead of the game, I believe, now for Union. Ball knocked away, turnover for the Dinos. Union with the basketball, we come the other way. And they'll turn it over right back to the Dinos.
You talk about not giving up. Lancaster flying all over the place, and he forces the turnover as the Dinos try and claw back into this one. 54-38, like you said. They need to get something going fast, or else Union's going to run away with this one with only 6:40 left to go in the fourth quarter.
Warburton with the ball, top circle. Comes left side, goes to Lancaster. Lancaster, 26 on the shot clock. Down underneath, ball knocked away in a turnover. Tried to get the ball down to Orth. Here comes Union the other way. They'll set the offense. with the basketball. It is Olsen. He'll take that three. It's an air ball. Controlled by the Dinos. Nice play by Cannon Mortensen to get the rebound.
And I think the stat you're going to look at the end of this game, win or lose, Sonny, is turnovers. That's one aspect of the Dinos game that's really been off tonight.
Lancaster for 15, no good. Battle for the rebound. It's going to be a whistle and a foul on Carbon. Going up over the back will be Carlson. With the foul. 6:10 left to play. One team foul on each team. 54-38.
Normally I'm a big over-the-back hater, but that time he kind of reached over like he was in the WWE Super Slam, tried to throw him to the ground. Wrestling room's one room over in this school, though, so, almost there.
Yeah, that was a good call. With the basketball, it's Union on the baseline. Kick it back outside. They'll reset the offense. Jensen swings it right side. It's Bell. Bell from 15. Air ball. Scramble for it underneath. Still scrambling for it. Whistle and a jump ball.
Yeah, that was a good jump ball call. You call it right as that thing was about to get out of hand. I mean, elbows were starting to fly as a timeout gets called on the floor.
Timeout on the floor. We'll take it with him. 5:51 left to play. 54-38 the score. Dinos trail Union here on 95.3 The Peak, where the Dinos play.
It's fun! It's our favorite place.
Strike up family fun for everyone. Gateway Lanes. Families that play together stay together. And Gateway Lanes is your center for fun, cold beer, snacks, and great food. So let Gateway Lanes do the cooking with open and league bowling year-round and Club Bowl Thursday night, 9 till 11:30, with unlimited bowling including shoes. Since 1989, Helper's Hometown Bowling Center, Gateway Lanes, South Main Street in Historic Helper, and bowlhelper.com. Let's roll.
The Dinos play here on 95.3 FM, The Peak.
Welcome back. Carbon Dino basketball, 54-38 the score. Union with the lead over the Carbon Dinos.
And just what a fourth quarter it's been so far for Union. I mean, they're firing on all cylinders right now. They're shooting from deep. They're playing great defensive basketball. And for the Dinos right now, Sonny, what's really been plaguing them is those turnovers. That's been the key area that the Dinos have really found themselves struggling in the latter stages of this game.
So we're ready to go. Underneath the basket will be Union to throw it in. 54-38, Union with the lead in the ball. 5:51 left to play in the game. Carbon Dino basketball, 95.3 The Peak, where the Dinos play. Down underneath it goes to Adamson. Kick it back outside. Perimeter passing by Union. Good defense by the Dinos. Ball knocked away, and the shot clock violation. Dino basketball. That was a great defensive set for the Carbon Dinos.
That really was. You can't understand it. Union was moving the ball with efficiency, but every time they had what looked to be a shot at the basket, a Dino defender would close in, get that hand up, shuffle, stop the shot, and that's a difference-making play right there. That shows the hustle the Dinos are playing with.
Warburton with the ball, takes it left side, hands it off to Orth. Orth kicks it over to Cannon Mortensen. Whistle. Foul away from the ball. Foul's going to be on Union. Olsen with the foul. Team foul number 2.
Yeah,
5:18 left to play.
Ran into that screen like a wrecking ball, knocked him down.
And it comes for the Dinos. Reach foul on Union. Foul's going to be on Womack. Team foul number 3. Down to 5:14 left to play, and the Dinos trail by 16. You still can show patience on the offense, but they got to pick it up a bit.
Yeah, you can be patient, but you still want to be getting a shot up within the first 15 seconds, 15 to 20.
And it comes to Warburton. Warburton gives it to Mortensen. Morton swings it over to the right side, down underneath to Orth, and a nice pass, and Orth once again finishes. He owns the paint. He has 13 in the ballgame, 54-40.
He is. He's playing like a man possessed down low, Sonny.
Bell. Kick is outside. It goes to Jensen. Jensen swings it over the right side to Olsen. Back to Jensen. Air ball on the 3. Out of bounds. Dino basketball. Another good defensive set for the Carbon Dinos.
That was a really good defensive step. They're causing Union to panic on the offensive side of the ball. I mean, they were really rushing that possession, Sonny. And I know you don't want to get complacent, but at the same time, you want to make sure you're not trying to shoot over a double team with 25 seconds left on the shot clock.
Bennett comes in for Lancaster for the Dinos. Bennett with the ball. Nice pass down underneath to Warburton. Good defense by Union, sliding over to get to him. Orth has it, knocked away, gets it back. Kicks it out to Connor. Connor Mortensen gives it to Warburton. Warburton stops, three-point line. Back to Mortensen. Back to Warburton. Layup no good. Nice play, just couldn't finish. And the rebound comes down to Union. Wasn't an easy shot, but it was there. 54-40. Kick it outside to Bell. Over to Olsen. Back to Bell. Cross court pass to Connor Olsen. Three-point shot short. Rebound comes down to Connor Mortensen. Here come the Dinos the other way. Down underneath. Shot up and in. Carlson gets his first basket of the ball game for the Dinos. It's down to 12.
And I couldn't think of a better time to come away with that first basket, Sonny. I mean, you're in a situation where you need to start scoring. Might as well get it started for yourself as well.
3:44 and running left to play. Olsen drives inside. Ball knocked away, gets it back. Tries to throw it off Warburton. There's a whistle. Timeout, Union.
He tried to do that fancy hand-to-hand switch reverse layup. This time, Dinos were all over it, read him like a book, and were able to shut that down along the baseline. Panicked, tried to throw a little spin pass, unable to get it.
So 54-42 the score. Union leading by 12.
And right now, their three-point shooting has cooled off significantly. If there's a time for the Dinos to make a run, it has to be now. You're running out of time, but you're getting good looks at the basket. I think the two things you're going to look at is how many layups they've missed and how many turnovers they have had. Those have been the two stats that have really been the difference maker this game.
Fourth quarter action here on 95.3 The Peak, where the Dinos play. Carbon Dinos starting the basketball season here before the Thanksgiving break. Trailing 54-42. We'll be following the Dinos all season. You and me, Aiden, we'll be all over.
That we will. North, south, center, east, west, whatever direction the Dinos go, we will follow. And, you know, this early in the season, the Dinos have shown a lot of good things that they're going to be able to take into the rest of the season. But so far, it's been the story of turnovers and missed opportunities. That's what's haunted the Dinos this game. Both teams finally retake the floor from that timeout. 3:32 left to go. Union leads 54-42 over Carbon.
3:32, as you said, left to play. Union will throw the ball in underneath their own basket. In it comes to Adamson. Adamson gives the ball to Olsen. Olsen in the paint from 10, short. Rebound Dinos. Bennett ahead to Warburton. He'll lay it up, partially blocked, and coming down with it, the Carbon Dinos. Scramble, we come out of the pack, and it is Bell. Bell ahead. Slam dunk by Adamson. On the fast break, the Dinos couldn't get back. We have a injured Dino player down on the other side of the court.
I mean, you could tell he's been hunting that dunk all night long. Finally gets the open space. Showed off some good vertical on the leap before throwing it down as injured Dino is up and walking. It is Bennett, and he's been a spark for the Dinos this game, and so it's going to be hard to see him off the floor, especially as crunch time sets in.
Friday night, Carbon Dinos will play South Summit.
And that's going to be a tough one. South Summit, one of the best teams in the 3A classification. I mean, moments away from winning a state championship last year, and they're back for more this year.
Timeout Dinos. 3:05 left to play, 56-42 Union. The Dinos, as we said, South Summit Friday night. That will be at home. Pre-game show 6:30, tip-off 7 o'clock. Then we will return on December 4th as we go through the Thanksgiving break, and the Dinos will be at South Sevier. On 12-6, they will be back home against San Juan. That's the next games on the schedule for the Carbon Dinos.
I can't understate it, Sonny. I am so excited that San Juan game is at home. You know, beautiful place, San Juan. Not necessarily the best 5-hour drive. You know, especially with you in the car, Sonny, gets a little shaky. You know, you can only talk about the conditions of roads for so long.
That's true. That's true.
We learned that today.
Yes. 56-42. Union with a 14-point lead. The Dinos with the basketball. They called the timeout. Now it's time. The Dinos they have to get a run here. They got to cut this lead to at least 7-6 points.
Yeah, and
they need a run.
And you have to do that before the clock strikes a minute 30, or else the other team really just going to waste this game away. As 14-point deficit, you got to just score 7 straight.
Shot clock, 25, Dinos with the basketball. Warburton's going to take the 3. In and out, halfway down, and it pops out no good, and the rebound comes down to Adamson. It goes back to the Dinos on the turnover. Strong to the basket, whistle and a foul.
And
to the free throw line once again goes Kyler Orth.
And this is an area the Dinos have shined this game, Sonny. I mean, you have Orth and the rest of the team really dominating the free throw line. Haven't missed yet this game. And really, that's been the most solid aspect of their offensive game, is getting to the line and making those shots.
First free throw up and no good. One more free throw to come, 56-42. 2:50 left to play. Second free throw up, nothing but net. 14 points for Orth. Dinos now 6 for 7 from the free throw line. They trail by 13. All the way to the basket, lay it up and in. Nice play by Olsen. He made that little dribble move, got past the defender, had a lane, and takes it right in for the layup, 58-43.
Yeah, he did a good job of finding his lane. He knows his shots, and he gets to them at a very high percentage, and that's what makes him such a dangerous scorer.
Warburton with the basketball, 3-point line. Hands it off to Carlson. Back to Warburton, 3-point line once again. Double team, now kicks it out to Lancaster. Lancaster finds a little gap in the paint, scores. Nice play by Lancaster, found a little gap. 58-45, 2 minutes left to play.
Right now, a defensive stop is crucial as they get the travel call against the Cougars.
So the turnover goes back to the Dinos, trailing by 13 with 2:04 left to play. Warburton gives it to Lancaster. Lancaster brings it up the floor down the left side. Now goes between the circles, kicks it over to Orth. Orth in the paint, hands it off. Lancaster back to Orth, point blank shot good. Nice pass by Lancaster down to Orth, gets the easy 2. It's 58-47, minute 47 left to play.
And both teams just battling right now.
Duncan on the baseline, whistle and the foul, Dinos. Foul's going to be on Carlson. Team foul number 2 with a minute 41 left to play.
And with the exception of that first quarter, Sonny, Carbon has played a very disciplined style of defense. I mean, you're rarely seeing fouls from this team that aren't warranted or very intelligent fouls. I mean, they're playing extremely well. But right now, the story of the game has been turnovers.
Kick it over to the right side. It goes to Bell. Minute 38 left to play, 30 on the shot clock. Bell cross-court pass goes to Olsen. Olsen, 3-point line. Dinos playing zone. 3-point shot from the wing right. Won't go. Short by Bell. The rebound comes down to the Dinos. Lancaster. Past a half-court stripe. Ahead to Orth. Just overthrew him. Had the right idea. Orth was there. It would have to have been a really good pass, like a football type of pass to get it there. But if he'd have gotten it there, easy 2 for the Dinos, it goes out of bounds.
Yeah, would have had to look like a prime Tom Brady, maybe a Chris Paul, John Stockton, but that pass hard to make.
Yes.
Just barely soars over his head, so almost there.
Connor Olsen with it. Gives it off to Bell. Bell double teamed in the paint. Kicks it back outside. It goes to Wake Olsen. Wake for 3. Air ball. Saved by Union and then goes out of bounds. Dino basketball.
And they're really starting to run that time-wasting style of offense. I don't know why he shot it with 12 seconds left on the clock when he wasn't facing really any pressure. He could have let a few more seconds tick down. But, you know, when you're feeling it, you're feeling it.
Yep, under a minute left to play, down 11. Dinos with the basketball, Lancaster. Nice pass down underneath. Shot blocked out of bounds. Going to the basket was a nice move for the Dinos. But a good defense to come over, slide over, and make the block out of bounds. Dino basketball on the baseline.
And Duncan swatted that out of there like he was Dikembe Mutombo in a Geico commercial. Sent that thing flying.
Lancaster down underneath. It goes to Orth. Kick it outside to Bennett. Bennett fakes the 3, drives in. Puts it up, no good. Rebound Union. We come the other way. 30 seconds left to play in the game. Shot clock off.
And, yeah, this is probably going to do it, barring a turnover. I mean, Union just has to waste time.
They're going to take the 3. Shoot the ball with 20 seconds left. The rebound comes down. Dinos ahead. It goes to Mortensen. Lay it up, no good. Out off Union. Dino basketball with 11 seconds left, down 11.
That was a good play by Mortensen on
That
the
was.
baseline, spiking it into him like a volleyball player. I mean, gets the ball back for the Dinos, but it feels like, Sonny, too little, too late. Union up 58-47.
In it comes to Warburton, gives it to Lancaster, down to 9 seconds left to play in the game. Whistles. Foul on Union with 6 seconds left to play.
And that's the 15th
That's going to be free
foul.
throws. Yep.
Yeah, that's going to be free throws, and some very upset fans here in Union High School as the student section starts their "I believe that we will win" chant. Now, Sonny, we've talked about it before. I think high school basketball and high school sports in general are the one place where a home court advantage really thrives because these student sections really get into it.
I agree. Warburton's first free throw was up and good. He has 9 in the ball game. Second free throw, good as well. Double digits for Carter. 58-49, 2 seconds left, 1, and that's going to do it, and that's how this game's going to end tonight. Union comes away with the win, 58-49 over the Carbon Dinos. Union goes to 1-0, Dinos 0-1 on the season, just underway. Long ways to go in this season, Aiden.
Yeah, it's still early, and you could tell during this game that this is still a new regime they're trying to adjust to. But yeah, you saw a lot of bright spots from the Dinos here tonight, and a lot of it you got to really take away a lot of positives. I mean, their defense stellar, their free throw shooting on par. It was great, but what they really struggled with was turnovers and converting on open looks at the hoop. That's what really spelled disaster for Carbon here tonight.
We'll take a break. When we come back, Eastern Utah Community Credit Union postgame show when we return.
You gonna fix that?
Fix what?
That dripping faucet?
Someday.
No, how about today? Not only is it driving me crazy, but it's wasting water, costing us money, and could turn into dry rot and other damage.
Guess we better get to Magnuson Lumber and Hardware.
Now you're talking.
Magnuson Lumber features almost 1,000 feet of plumbing accessories and supplies you need to fix your leaking faucets and pipes. Stop in today. Main Street, Castledale. Magnuson Lumber and Hardware. Family owned since 1965.
This is Dave and Ryan from Dave and Ryan's Movie Review.
Experience movies the way God intended them to be seen.
On the big screen. At the King Cole Theaters.
And action.
Whether it's stunning action,
heart-stopping horror,
tender romance,
gut-busting comedy,
or wholesome family flicks,
movies are always better on the big screen.
Connect on Facebook for instant access to showtimes and the latest blockbusters.
With showing 7 nights a week and matinees on weekends, you can immerse yourself in the magic of movies at the King Cole Theaters.
At Landon's Diesel, they understand the heartbeat of your diesel truck. Whether it's the rig that powers your livelihood or the everyday vehicle that drives your life, the trained technicians at Landon's Diesel are here to keep you rolling. Plus, with 24-hour towing service, support's just a call away, anytime, day or night. Drive into Landon's Diesel for expert care tailored to you and your truck, because when your diesel needs expertise, Landon's Diesel is always here.
You gonna fix that?
Fix what?
That dripping faucet?
Someday.
No, how about today? Not only is it driving me crazy, but it's wasting water, costing us money, and could turn into dry rot and other damage.
Guess we better get to Magnuson Lumber and Hardware.
Now you're talking.
Magnuson Lumber features almost 1,000 feet of plumbing accessories and supplies you need to fix your leaking faucets and pipes. Stop in today. Main Street, Castledale. Magnuson Lumber and Hardware. Family owned since 1965.
Imagine a smooth, hassle-free journey to the front door of your new home with the Driggs Mortgage Team guiding you every step of the way. Hi, this is Greg Driggs. Our seasoned experts understand the ins and outs of home financing and refinancing. Come visit us at our new permanent address, 8 East Main in Price, where we plan to be a staple for years to come. Start your journey today. Call 801-427-3577. The Driggs Mortgage Team, NMLS number 272076, Equal Housing Opportunity. Driggs Mortgage Team is a DBA of Premier Mortgage Resources, LLC, NMLS 1169.
My son and daughter both play sports, a lot of sports, and with that can come injuries, bruises, sprains, and unfortunately breaks. That's why we use Eastern Utah Imaging. They're a convenient and local option for imaging and an important part of a student-athlete's team.
Eastern Utah Imaging for high-quality, affordable MRI and X-ray services. Many quick scans take 30 minutes or less. You can call for an appointment or ask your doctor to refer you to Eastern Utah Imaging. North Fairgrounds Road in Price. Call 636 X-ray. That's 636-9729.
Imagine the sound of a basketball swishing through the net at the game buzzer. That's the sound of you scoring big with Eastern Utah Community Credit Union's Slam Dunk Savings Accounts. Just like a winning team will strategize their plays, we will help you plan your financial future with competitive interest rates and unbeatable customer support. Whether you're saving for college, a new home, or retirement, make a fast break to Eastern Utah Community Credit Union and let your savings game reach MVP status. Join our team today and start winning with your money.
Membership and eligibility required. NCUA insured. Loans approved on credit.
It's time you started working close to home. GMS Mine Repair and Maintenance is looking for experienced miners, mechanics, electricians, and surveyors to fill local jobs. Stop traveling every week and let GMS Mine Repair and Maintenance find you a job closer to home and your family. No more leaving your family every week traveling to a work site. There are good paying jobs right here close to home, and GMS Mine Repair and Maintenance can help you get started today. Email your resume to kbarker@gmsminerepair.com. Your new job close to home is waiting for you.
You're listening to Carbon Dino Basketball on the Peak, KRPX 95.3 FM.
Welcome back to the Eastern Utah Community Credit Union post-game show. Once again, the final score tonight, 58-49. The Carbon Dinos fall short to Union. Looking at scoring by quarters, at the end of one, Union led 17-10. In the second quarter, Union outscored the Dinos 18-17 to make it a 35-27 halftime lead for Union. Now in the third quarter, they outscored the Dinos 14-11 to make it 49-38. In the fourth quarter, the Dinos outscored Union 11-9, 58-49. I really felt like the first quarter was probably Carbon's best quarter of the night.
Yeah, I have to agree. I think, though, offensively, that first quarter is what led to this eventual defeat. I mean, they had good defense. They looked great in the first quarter. But offensively, Sonny, I think that's when they really struggled the most to put points on the board. And that's when Union found themselves at kind of their peak in terms of making baskets. But overall, I do have to agree, that first quarter was good for the Dinos.
I mean, they outscored Union 11-9 in the fourth quarter, but Union's playing with a lead, and the type of ball they started to play was different. I just feel like the Dinos came out first quarter. I saw a lot of good things from Carbon. This team plays hard. We've seen that already. They never stop.
They don't. They really play at 150% throughout the entirety of the game. And that's what you like to see as a coach. I mean, especially in your first game, you love to see that coming in and really making an impact statement early that, hey, we are a defensive team. And I think they established that, and that's what Coach Brower really wanted to do coming into this one. I mean, you're looking at it, you want to establish yourself as a defensive presence. What better way to do it than by playing some stellar defense on the court? Now the only thing I really see them needing to pick up is those turnovers. That was key for the Dinos. That's what really killed them here tonight. That and just being unable to convert at open looks near the basket.
Let's take a look at scoring by individuals. First for Union, leading the way, and go ahead and chime in whenever you feel like you want to say something. Just come right on in, Aiden. Leading the way for Union, Brady Bell, he had 19 points tonight. Played a great game. 12 in the first half, 7 in the second half, 19 points.
Yeah, and you really can't understate his impact. It was a trio of scorers, but we'll get into that. But it was really, when Union scored, they would score in bunches.
Jensen had 15 points. Now, he scored less points, but he had some huge baskets early in the game that kind of set the tone for the game, where the Dinos had to play from behind most of the time. A lot of that was because of the run that Jensen had early in the game.
Yeah, he really was instrumental in everything that they were doing. I mean, when you have one player get hot, all the other players tend to follow, and that was the case here as Union got their stars heated up throughout the game.
Wake Olson had 11 points in the ball game. Senior had a great night as well. And then Jackson Adamson with 8 points in the ball game. Stetson Duncan with 4, Tanner Womack with 4, Union for a total of 58 points. Their first game of the season as well, and they look pretty good.
They did, and you can tell that this is a team that's returning a lot of experience. Like we said in the pregame, they're returning 4 starters and 1 additional senior stepping into that starting role. So this is a team with heavy, heavy varsity experience. Carbon, on the other hand, they're returning 1 starter from last year, and then they're trying to fill in with a bunch of underclassmen who, to their credit, have stepped up and did an incredible job here tonight.
So 12 turnovers, 5 for 10 from the free throw line for the Union Cougars. Now, the head coach of the Carbon Diners, Taylor Brower, is coming up. He's going to talk to us right now. We will give him the headset. We'll have a talk with him. Coach, thank you for spending some time coming up and visiting with us. First game of the season's always exciting. 58-49 loss, but a lot of good things tonight. Icing a lot of good things.
Oh, yeah, we made some bad decisions, and we made some bad shots and took bad shots. But one of the things I really liked is we didn't give up. We kept fighting. We played till the very end, and we're just figuring out what we're doing right now. Like, the style of basketball we're playing is get up and down the floor, try to transition, take efficient shots, take good shots, and they're just struggling with what those are right now. But they're coming along. There was a couple possessions there at the end that I was like, oh, that's beautiful basketball, and that's all I want right now.
You know, listening to your interview with Jordan on the pregame show, you said you're hanging your hat on the defense. I thought the defense played pretty well tonight.
Yeah, the defense played really well. Like, we got some turnovers when we needed to. We played that half-court trap that we run, and they ran really hard. I mean, Logan Bennett, he flies all over, and he plays so hard all the time. And Max Carlson, he flew all over too. So it's nice to have guys that fly around and try to get the ball. And our man defense was a little suspect tonight, but they had some good rotations. They did drop and do some help like they were supposed to. So we'll work on that and keep working on that for the rest of the year for sure.
Coach, practice is great, but I bet it's really great to be able to see the boys play a game. You really learned a lot tonight, don't you?
Oh, I learned so much. We had a lot of open gyms and stuff, but nothing. Open gyms are great, grand, and wonderful, but, I call out a play and the defense knows what I'm running. Here I call out a play and they don't know. So it's really good to actually get in a game situation and actually see how kids are actually going to play. And Union's a good program. They've always been tough. They've always been hard. And so we knew coming in here it was going to be a dogfight. So,
Coach, free throws tonight, 8 for 9 from the free throw line. You got to be happy with that.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Kyler Orth hit some big ones.
Yes.
I would like to shoot more. That's one of the things that we'll talk about. Like, I don't think we attacked the rim enough that we need to, and we need to get more free throws. The refs, they miss calls, and that's just the nature of the game. But, yeah, 8 for 9, I'll live with that.
14 turnovers tonight. Not bad for your first game of the season.
No, not bad. And I think we had, I want to say, 8 or 9 in the first half.
Mm-hmm.
So, I'm glad with ending up with that much. Turnovers, you want to be below 20, preferably below 10. That's really hard to do. But, 14 turnovers, I'll live with it.
Yeah, absolutely. So the offense quite a bit different this year.
Yes.
How did you like the way the kids executed on the offensive side so far?
Like I said, they're learning. So one of the things I believe in is just playing the game the way it's supposed to be played. I'm all for running sets and running offenses and running through patterns, but sometimes kids today can't do that. But some things that I have learned is that kids just like to play the game. So, and we're so athletic. We've got shooters, we've got drivers, we've got penetrators, kickers. We've got everything. So if I can just have them create an advantage and help them keep that advantage and get a good shot, then that's all I can ask for. And that's what we're trying to learn right now. We had some really good shots, but like I said, we had some bad shots too.
So you want the kids to be comfortable on the offensive side, and you feel like the type of offense you guys run, the kids are more comfortable than having to run plays and all that kind of stuff all the time.
Yeah, there's a few kids that I've actually – so there's a group of guys that play in the morning, play basketball in the morning, and there's a group of kids that have been playing – like Donnie Prescott. He doesn't play varsity, but he plays a lot. Cannon and Ty Mortensen, Cash, Case Griffith, Carter Branch. Like those kids, like that group of guys, they just play, and that's one thing that has definitely helped them. So now coming to me in the way that I play, they're just more comfortable playing the game. It's just about spacing and creating that space and getting good shots.
Kyler Orth had a great game tonight, 16 points, 8 in the first half, 8 in the second half. He played so well in the paint.
Oh, yeah, he has such high energy. Like it blows my mind. I don't think he ever gets tired. I never see him huffing or puffing or anything like that. And he plays so hard. He makes great cuts. He sees the floor. Yeah, he played really well, and most of those came from free throws. So I'm happy with that. And he's a good free throw shooter.
Carter Warburton comes off the bench, scored 10 points tonight as well.
Yeah, the hard part with our situation right now is because Rich Butler can't play and Caleb Swartzen can't play, I don't have a whole lot of guards. So, like, when we were talking about starting rotations, like, I would love to start Carter, but I don't have anyone to come in and run the ball if Evan's not in there. So we were like, hey, Carter, you got to sit. And he's like, I'm good with that. I love having Carter come off and score 10 points for sure.
Yeah, that sixth man is just as important as a starter.
I would think it's more important because if you have a really good sixth man, then you don't feel a letdown in your offense.
Yep. So fall short tonight, but it's an early season. Game's right around the corner Friday night. Once again,
South Summit, they're so good. Like, they've got that Wilson Hume kid that's still there, and he's a freaking beast. We're just going to try to play the best that we can. We're going to try to win. And like I told Jordan earlier today, like, the one thing I want kids to get away from, the one thing I want them to learn is just to be competitive and just be there. If they're there at the end, we will be just fine. And at this game, we outscored Union in the fourth quarter. All I need is one more quarter, and I think we would have been there. So, but yeah, South Summit's good. They have a good coach. They've always been a decent program. So it's going to be tough.
And you get to be home.
And I get to be home. I'm so excited to be home. Our intro is going to be freaking sweet. I have a really neat idea that I want to do for a warm-up, so it's going to be something to watch for sure.
Coach, it's going to be a great season.
Yeah, and like I told the kids, like, I walked into the locker room and erased the whiteboard, and I said, hey, guys, is there anything on this board? And they said, no. I said, cool, let it go.
Yep.
We got to do the next game.
Yep.
I am a firm believer that it doesn't matter how well you play in the regular season, as long as you peak at the end, that's who's going to win, and that's what we're trying to do, and that's what we're trying to instill, is that it doesn't matter how we play. We just got to peak at the end and figure it all out at the end.
Coach, thanks for coming up and spending time with us. Looking forward to talking to you a lot this season.
Yeah, me too.
It's going to be awesome.
Appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. We'll take a quick break. When we come back, more of the Eastern Utah Community Credit Union postgame show.
It's fun! It's our favorite place.
Strike Up family fun for everyone. Gateway Lanes. Families that play together stay together. And Gateway Lanes is your center for fun, cold beer, snacks, and great food. So let Gateway Lanes do the cooking with open and league bowling year-round and Club Bowl Thursday night, 9 till 11:30, with unlimited bowling including shoes. Since 1989, Helper's Hometown Bowling Center, Gateway Lanes, South Main Street in historic Helper, and bowlhelper.com. Let's roll.
The Dinos play here on 95.3 FM, The Peak.
Welcome back. It's great for Coach Brower to come up and spend some time with us here. First game of the season. He likes what he saw. You know, there's going to be some growing pains. There's some different things going on this year, and they'll get into the groove. It's early on in the season. Game number 1 doesn't get any easier, but they'll be at home. I think it's great to have a game under your belt before you play your first home game. I think a road game first is the way to go.
I think so too, and I mean, especially against a good team like Union, you're looking at a very talented squad down there, Sonny, so you really can't understate how good this Union team is, and Carbon went blow for blow with them, especially in the later stages of that game, and it's always fun to hear Coach's insight on the game. A big thanks to Coach Brower for coming up to us.
Yeah, I mean, 14 turnovers. Union had 12. You know, first game of the season, 14 turnovers. He'd like to cut back on that for being the first game. He was pleased with that. 8 for 9 from the free throw line. You got to love that.
Oh, yeah,
right?
you got to love that. I mean, free throw shooting is something that coaches preach as a winning formula time and time again. And they really capitalized on the moments they had on the line here tonight. And, you know, going into the later course of this season, I think that's going to be key to their success is consistent free throw shooting. And like you said, first game of the season, you're going to struggle with some turnovers. These players are still trying to build up that chemistry with each other. You're seeing nearly a completely new roster down there on the court. So you need to give them time to kind of gel and mesh. That's why teams don't blow things up after one game. You still have a lot of room for improvement. I'd see lots of improvement coming from this Dino squad.
Yeah, effort tonight, A.
You got to give them an A.
Yes.
I mean, really stellar play, especially on the defensive side of the ball. I think that's where some of their best moments were had, was when they were playing defense, especially in fast break situations. you're looking at it, they're running down court, they're hustling, and that's what you all you can really ask for. And they did an excellent job of that. So like you said, A for effort for the Dinos here tonight.
So Friday night we will be at home. We'll be at Carbon High School. Come out and support the Carbon Dino basketball team. You're going to enjoy it. This team plays hard. It's going to be a good season. And bring your radio. Listen to us while you're off the game.
Yeah.
If you can't come, keep it right here on 95.3 The Peak, Aiden. This is the place to be for Carbon Dino Sports.
That it is. And we also have a video stream now. Well, I guess technically video stream. More of an audio stream available on YouTube. All you'll need to do is go to Castle Country Sports Carbon. We'll have the game there. It'll be simulcast, so you'll be hearing the same thing here and there, to and fro. Wherever you go, we'll be here with Dino Sports.
So, as we said, South Summit on Friday night. Pre-game show 6:30, tip-off 7 o'clock, and then we take the break for Thanksgiving, and we'll be back on December 4th. The final score here tonight, once again, at Union High School, Union 58 and the Carbon Dinos 49. Anything else before we call it an evening?
You know, just go Dinos. Great start to the season. I'm excited to see where they go from here.
Yeah, it's going to be a good season. Can't wait. It's going to be a great season. Getting to announce the game with you, it's a lot of fun, and I'm looking forward. It's going to be an awesome season.
Oh, it's going to be so much fun. I'm looking forward to it, too.
Yep. So the final score once again tonight, 58-49. The Dinos fall short to Union. We will see you Friday night at 6:30 pregame. Tip-off 7 o'clock at Carbon High School. Once again, 58-49, Union with the win. Have a great evening. Hope you enjoyed the broadcast as much as we enjoy bringing it to you. Good night and go Dinos.